Well, hello and welcome in, everybody. We are here on Transport Fever 2, and we are going to start some sort of campaign. Nope, not campaign. We're just going to start some new game. I don't want to go through the campaigns. Did that a long time ago, but it's actually been a long time since I've played this game. At the top here, you can see Save Game, Livestock Farm. That's actually a fun little video I did a while back, just kind of showing off this game, playing with a little mixture with farming and farm sim, I guess, into this Transport Fever 2. I was just trying something there, but let's see exactly how long ago that's been. Go into load games here, and we can see Livestock Farm back December 30th, 2023 was the last time I played this game. Oh, wait a second. No, it's not. I guess I got 2024 in here. Oh, okay. Whatever. Guess we got some autosaves happening on 2024. That's interesting. No actual game saves. Oh, I probably just fired it up to play it or something like that. No records, and then I never actually saved the file. That is totally understandable. So got a lot of mod options in here. I have no idea what these do really anymore, but we're not even going to worry about a mod. We're just going to jump in, go free game. We'll start up on temperate. There's dry, there's also tropical, but we'll go temperate. Let's go very large map size. I like the very large map size. 1 for 1, like that too. We'd go 1 for 3, go a long strip here. That wouldn't be too bad of an idea either, but oh well. Towns, low. Industries, low or high, whatever, very high. We go very high on all of them. Heck yeah. Let's just drop a whole lot in there. Why not? That might make it a little too easy. Also, it will compact them, make the map a lot more compact, I think. I don't know if I like that idea or not. And then we got generators here with the hillness, water, forest. We'll leave it the way it is. And this is kind of what it's given us right here. I think I'm okay with that. 16 by 16 kilometer size map, 27 towns, 215 industries. Maybe that's making it a little too easy for me. But oh well. Let's go ahead and hit next, see what other options we have here. We'll start in 1850. We will not do easy. We will also not do very hard because it has been a very long time since I've played this game, so I really don't know what I'm doing. Let's just go ahead and go somewhere in the middle with either medium or hard. We'll try medium because I actually got a feeling that it is not going to go very well. I don't think it will. 1850 start. Ooh, that is a long, long time ago. We're going to be horse and buggies around here, which is fine. Game options. Town cargoes need 2 cargoes. Okay. Up to 4 cargoes, up to 6. You know, I mean, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'd like to actually distribute quite a bit into these towns, but also that's a lot more stuff going into these towns. So let's keep it pretty simple with 2 cargoes right now. Industry closure frequency, never. You know what? Let's go with, let's just leave it at never. Just to make it easy on us, because I have done that in the past where I've turned the closure up. And then I'm planning this route from one place, and the next thing you know, it just shuts down on me. I didn't like that. But industry density target, very high. Okay, that's pretty cool, I guess. So they're going to try to stay at the high one, and they'll just stay with what's out there right now. So I ain't got to worry about anything closing down and opening it up, closing down and opening up. I ain't got to worry about any of that. Also, we'll just be in the USA. We got Europe and Asia as another option. We could go into customs. Not going to worry about that. Let's just start it up with this. Customs would be bringing in mods and other settings along those lines, but I feel pretty excited about this setting here and everything. So hey, let's see what kind of trouble we can get in here. Well, that took forever to load, but it loaded. Let's see, can I pause this time right here? Nope, that's not the right button. How do I pause time? Spacebar will do it though. I like to pause the time so we're not losing out on time, because time is money. And we can see all these city names around here. We can even change the city names, I believe, too, but I don't like to do that because these industries go off of those city names, and then we'd have to change the industry names as well. Let's see what cities we have out here. There's also another way to look at it, I believe. Let's see here. Line statistics, vehicle statistics, station statistics, town statistics. That's the one I am looking for. We can also see the biggest town out there, size 224, Arlington, and then the smallest one out there, El Paso. Kind of like to start with something small, try to build it into the biggest town out there, because these towns will grow as you get these products in there. So maybe we'll look at something like that. And also, I'd like to look for towns that are nearby where I live. So I live in Oklahoma, so we got Oklahoma City and Tulsa. I think sometimes they actually show up on this list here, but looks like they're not on here. Oh well, all good. And then we can also see growth out here. We got a 20% growth on Oceanside with a negative 60 all the way down here in Houston. So all good. I think we will go with the smallest town, El Paso. Ooh, all the way over here, huh? That's going to actually be kind of difficult to do because of that little machine looking part, whatever the heck it's called. What is it over here? Machines, El Paso. So we need planks, metal. Yeah, that's going to be pretty hard, but I think this is where we'll headquarters our base out of and try to end up building everything we need from out here. Now, we don't have to stay around this town. We probably won't stay around this town, but this is definitely going to be my headquartered base in town, I think. I like that idea. One quick way to go ahead and get this started is work off of oil. Oil is some high money stuff. So doing this oil well up here to this, what is it, oil refinery, that's going to be some real good money. So let's go ahead and get a route started there. Also, we got to end up putting other stuff in. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. It's going to take me a minute. Yeah, it will probably take me a minute. So let's see here. Building, streets, no, buildings maybe. Yep, possibly. Truck unload point. Nope, that's not right. Truck station, that seems about right. Now, we do not need both of them. As far as both those platforms, we can go ahead and turn off one of them. How do I rotate this? Oh, there we go. We also add a couple links to this. Nope, I don't want that. My bad. Let's leave one. We need a link right there. We can add more later too if we really need to, but it's connected. It's giving me that little white color or whatever it's saying it's connected. Now, it's also saying it's connected this way. I guess that would work, driving in and out like this, but I've seen stuff. I used to play this game a lot. And one way to do it pretty fast was do something like this where I can come in and out, have a one-way entrance and a one-way out type thing. Here we'll come in here and edit this location, configure, that's what it is. I'll get it down one day. I'll remember and I'll be blowing through it with no issue, I think. I don't know if this is the way in or the way out. I'm always confused on that part right there, but we can work it that way. And there we go. That should possibly work. And honestly, I should have probably got it a lot closer over here instead of over here, because that's wasting a lot of time. You know what? Let's just eat the money on this one. I feel like that's not a good idea. My bad. I'd even do it all the way over here. Holy cow, how far does that thing reach? You gotta be kidding me. No way. All the way over here, it's gonna reach that. I will actually take that. I like that. Heck yeah. By reach, I mean it's gonna grab the products from there. That was the correct color, right? Yeah, it was. Okay. That is absolutely crazy. I'd like to come in this way and then out this other way, so we'll end up deleting this. Hopefully this works. Come on. Nope. Road in the way, road in the way. That should do it, possibly. Then we also need to go ahead and add some sort of dirt road here. Now, these little speed limits to these dirt roads, really no big deal. Too much of a slope there, so let's go back a little bit. There we go. Perfect. So they'll come down this hill. I ain't got to worry about them pedaling up the hill with their horsies. So, pretty good start there. Now we got to unload over here. So unloading is pretty simple. I just got to put in one of these little truck unload stops. So we'll drop that in right here and they'll just whip a U-turn. That's all good. Don't even need to go that far up in there, I don't think, but it'll be fine. And then from there, we just got to click this line manager, new line from here to here. That's going to be oil, I guess. Let's just call it oil 1 or something. I don't know. I feel like I need to narrow this down a little better. Oil 1. Oil. Let me try to figure out a way to organize this a lot better. Oil 1. El Paso, I guess. Add the city there because, like I said, we're going to expand outside of the area. We're not just going to stay here in El Paso. Because if I can find any other easy routes like this, I'll take it. And then you got all kinds of other configurations over here, like when you leave, do you take a partial load, do you take the full load, all that good stuff. So I think that's good. Oil 1, El Paso, perfect. Now another thing we need is a little depot. And that little depot will be, you know what? I'm just going to put it right over here next to it. We got building, something depot right here, road depot, tram depot. We need that road depot. We'll just pop it in right here. That's all good. Vehicles will come out of there, $16,000. Got to be careful though. These little costs of these buildings will add up over time. But with us being on medium, I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. Let's see what kind of vehicle options we have to buy. We got the American horse-drawn carriage and the horse-drawn carriage here. Two different ones. One of them carries people. One of them carries all cargoes. And we're going to do the all cargoes. Let's go ahead and up that to 20. Yes, 20. That's going to be ridiculous, right? I think so, but I think we're going to use all those. $477,000 for that. So we'll click the little bubble there, assigning all of them to new line, oil 1, El Paso. There we go. Once I undo that time, they're going to start coming out. I believe there's a way to mess with the time date speed down here. There's a 1 time. I guess I can go up to 4 times. We'll leave it at 1 time right now. And then we also have a regular speed of how fast everything moves here. And that does not work that speed. How in the world do I turn that up? Oh, there's a hotkey. Let's see here, 4 times. Just sworn there's a hotkey. Maybe not. Oh, they're going to come in this way right now because they're not coming from that direction. That might be a little bit of an issue. But as they get full and everything will be good to go. I don't think it's going to cause any traffic issues here. We do have 4 oil barrels inside there. Now I do need to go ahead and add another route to keep more and more money coming in. So let's do that real quick. So both these refineries are required, not refineries, but both these oil wells are required to run this oil refinery at max. You have 2 barrels there. So I need to figure out how to get them both there possibly, or not really worry about it too much, because we can also worry about food. We got a farm here over to a food processing plant. I'd have to build a road for that one. Let's find some other easy type ones in there. I'd have to build a road through here. No, there's already a road through there. Okay, cool. And then we could also look into doing train tracks and stuff like that as well. That's really good investment early on. But yeah, if I want to make that town bigger, we need to hurry up and get these products over here. And some of those products require food and some metal stuff, I guess. Whatever the heck that is. That's going to be a little difficult to do. Hey, we got some wood here. That ain't bad. I like that idea. We need some wood. So 2 little wood places coming over here could do the job, because this does require 2 to run at full speed. I do like that idea. Let's go ahead and start one from here to here. The further the distance they are, the more you'll make in profits and all that good stuff. Now, we do have that depot all the way down there, and we can hire vehicles from all the way down there, and they will eventually get over here because the roads are connected. But I do not want to do that, so we will put in another one over here, just somewhat close in here. I think this would be pretty good. Work all around. You can work off this whole town area here. And I can even go another one from the oil well here over to the oil refinery, and I will do that actually. Try to get more in there, and then we can start grabbing the oil from there, bringing it over here to the plastic factory. See, quite a bit to do, a lot to do. But those things are not exactly helping me getting towards growing El Paso quite yet. We'll get there eventually. One thing is we need to get a profited business running, and then we'll start looking at building up that town of El Paso. Okay, here's where I'm going to go ahead and place this little output area, because it is reached over there to that forested area. That works out great. We'll go ahead and configure that. Delete that. We'll go in right here. Is that the in one or is that the out one? I can't tell. Oh, that's the in one. Okay, good. Puppy dogs, loving it. Now from there, we'll just go ahead and connect our roads. Get this route set up and get it going. Connect those roads, Eventually we'll get some big old fancy roads in. I think, maybe, possibly. We'll go ahead and make a 90-degree turn here, keeping nice and sharp here. They're already pulling out here pretty slow, so I don't think making a 90-degree turn and slowing them down is going to hurt me any, because they're already going pretty slow. And then from there, we just got to come down here and unload. Now, if I want to pick up stuff like the planks that this makes, I think it's called planks. Oh, gosh, nope, don't put another one in. My bad. Did I just delete the other one? I think it did. But if I want to pick up the planks, is that what it's making? Hold on, let's see here. Yep, it is. It says planks right there. Cool. If I want to pick up those planks and take them over here to this machine factory, I would actually need to go ahead and put in one of those platforms right here that I'm using here. Perfectly fine. I like it. We'll get to it eventually one day. Let's go ahead and make this line. We're nowhere near getting to it right now. That is a far distance. It really is a far distance. And this is in Anchorage, I guess. So this is going to be wood production. Wood 1, I guess, was fine. Keep it kind of short. The reason I'm putting 1s on here is because I know there's going to be a 2 going to this factory. Wood 1 Anchorage. And good enough. I do got to go ahead and get some vehicles. So I put this shop in earlier here. We'll go ahead and start with 20 of them as well. They will blow right through that. They really will. Because of how small the capacities are, how slow they are, versus the production speeds. Yeah, it's gonna 20 is not gonna be enough. I know that. I think at one point I had like 60 on one of these routes. It's been a long time since I played, so we'll see if any game mechanics have changed. 20 of those for almost $500,000, and we'll go ahead and slap those in on line wood 1 to Anchorage. And we can even go with the wood 2. I just don't know if it will keep up with the pace yet. So I'm just kind of putting one route out there as of right now. Okay, looks like I figured out how to make those steel or whatever it is. I think that's called steel. Yes, right there, steel. So I need to go ahead and bring over some coal and then some iron over here, and that will make it. This does require 2 of each to run at full speed. Looks like we got 1 coal here, 1 coal back over here, iron here. And hey, we got iron down here. That might actually work pretty good to getting us a steel factory going. In our town of El Paso that we're trying to get running up and going is right up here. I say running up and going. Really, I just want to make it bigger than the actual biggest town out there right now. Get a little challenge like that in there. I like to add some sort of little challenge to it. And that's not a bad idea either, especially if we're going from here up north. We could take the food over here And oh my gosh, that's looking really, really promising. Might even be a train route coming in pretty soon. It's looking like it. Have a little depot over here from the food place. Also have a depot over here from the steel place. Run those up here. Drop the food off in town. Drop the steel off over here. Oh, hey, on the way there, go ahead and grab some of the sawmill stuff, the planks. Heck yeah. Looking good. The only issue there is a big old mountain in the way. That's going to cost a lot of money to blow right through the mountain. But we got the money right now, right? We can build some more money too. Not building no money going at 0 times speed, so let's hurry up and get another route in here real quick. And my main thing I want to try here is I want to see if it will reach all the way over here, and looks like it does. Heck yeah, let's go ahead and slap that in right about there, I think. That's going to work pretty good for what I want to do. And then just start fixing it up with the in and the out. In there, out over here, and then a little road thing. I believe I could put little cargo decoration things in there that will hold more. Hold on, let's see. Cargo. Yeah, I can actually. Small cargo building holds 25. This one holds 75. I can add those in there to hold more. I guess I ain't got to really worry about that quite yet, but it might look pretty cool. Also, so many mod options in this game. So many. You want to go with something fancy looking like a UPS hub and everything. You can do all that stuff. I don't know what I'm saying fancy looking, but big old hub, Walmart, all kinds of stuff. Back whenever I used to play this game, the options were endless, and I'm sure they're even more endless. Oh, hey, I got little line things showing up whenever I do that. Hold on, let's see here. What are these little line things? Huh, weird. I don't know what they are. Showing angles or something like that? Length? Oh, it's showing the miles and lengths, and then it's showing the angle as well. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I got no mods running, so I guess that's part of base game. Some new update or something that must be doing that, running that. Okay, that's going to run from there all the way over to here. Let's get some little unload point in. That looks like a good spot, I guess. And let's connect those lines. Next thing up, yep, connecting those lines. Got to connect them. Got to connect them all. Got to catch them all, right? There we go. That's not too bad. That's not too far either, so that's what I'm really liking about it. And we'll go ahead and name this one Oil. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Same name, but the city's going to be different. Oil 1. What the heck is this? Fairfield? This Fairfield South, so I'm assuming that's the city. But I think it might be Anchorage. No idea. Where is this at? That's the main thing. That is Fairfield. Okay, why is this one saying Anchorage over here? Hold on. That's Anchorage Forest. That is Fairfield Sawmill. Okay, I guess Anchorage is closer there to that. That does not work out. There's Anchorage right there. Huh, interesting. Just doesn't look right. All good though. We'll run with it. Let's go ahead and buy 20 more as of right now. Might even start connecting some of these towns with some residential stuff. That actually does not make you very much money and is highly recommended not to do in hard mode or on the hardest setting. Oh, we need a lot more than 4. What am I thinking? It's a 4 capacity. That's what threw me off there. We need 20 at least minimum. We'll add more to these routes. Let's go Oil Fairfield. There we go. We're good to go. Let's go ahead and speed up some time here. I need to find out what that hotkey is down there. And it's going to get going. Heck yeah. Let's get it. This is going to fill up with some oil here. This will actually probably feel completely full before those even get over here with how slow they go. Same as the wood over here. This will probably be completely full and backed up, as in this production over here not running. Now these productions are endless. So I guess that is a little weird how they're just completely endless, but oh well, it's a game. Maybe I could have left these running, because this is going to take a while. Let's watch this one over here, though. See what kind of price we make on these. How do I watch it? I think it's that right there. Overview. Heck yeah. We'll follow you, my friend. We can actually get in first-person view. I don't think we can drive it, like turning it left and right, but we can get in first-person view and see how that does. That is pretty cool. Come on, what you got? $6,906. Now there's a whole profited finance details out here. Let's see details. Oh, that's just for this one road cart here, road vehicle, I guess. Road vehicle 20 is the name on it. So we'll see how much money this thing's making versus the cost of it, because there is maintenance to this thing. Now, if I want to see the line profits and all that, it looks like there's 164, 65, 66, 67 barrels just going up, up, and up. And there's a little exclamation mark over here telling me some cargo items are lost because station is overloaded. No big deal, though. We're not going to lose them permanently. Like I said, production over here cannot run out. I'm sure there's a realistic mod out there for something like that. And there's also some mods out there where you can place these productions in where you want to, pick and choose, which is pretty cool. I like that as well, which also makes that a little too easy, I think, if you could pick and choose where you want your productions. But one thing I want to check was this line, see the finances on it. Looks like the balance, it's coming out to currently 66,000, kind of going up and up right there. That's looking pretty nice. Finances here overall, hey, looking real good because the blue's higher than the red and the red's the cost. But we're turning a profit. I like that as of right now, though. I did mention something about setting up a traffic route or a bus route or something like that. It's not really a bus, it's a carriage, obviously. Let's go ahead and give that an attempt. Leave it running full speed. I see no issues with that. We got a bus tram stop right here. And basically you want to make sure it kind of catches as much stuff as possible throughout the town. And I see buildings that have the bread on it, and I see buildings that have the little machine part on it. And rest of them should be residential. So I guess I kind of want to catch the residential part, but if I put it right here, it catches the whole town. So I'm going to do that. And then I believe this town I want to go to is a little bit bigger. So I don't think I'm going to catch it all. Oh, well, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and slap it in right. Oh, wait, maybe I am going to catch it all. Heck yeah. We'll slap it in right there, and then they can walk from there. And I just noticed this town over here is really not too far either. So let's go ahead and make a bus stop over here to Erie. Was this Erie, Pennsylvania? That sounds right. Is there Erie, Pennsylvania? I really don't know. But we'll get a couple routes going here. I like that idea. At least I think I like that idea. We'll see if we make a profit or not. So El Paso out to Fairfield. That's going to be El Paso to Fairfield, I guess. Would be a good name. And then we'll also go ahead and do another line from El Paso out to... I don't know if I should do it this way. Maybe I should do it from Fairfield, because there's a little backtrack right here. It's all good. We'll go Erie. So I don't know how this whole price thing works out. If this was a straight road across, would it be the same exact price or pay to me? Or is it the distance traveled? I'm not 100% sure on that one. That's why I'm a little confused on which route I should go with here. But it's all good. El Paso to Erie. Erie, whatever. Erie, Texas? I don't know. There could be Erie all over the place. So we got the two routes set up there, and I probably should set up a Fairfield to Erie as well. Why not? Who cares? Let's do it. And just add more and more routes. Fairfield to Erie. There we go. Now we can use this bus stop right here to go ahead and get some of them out there and going. I don't think I'm going to go with mini. I'm not sure how much it's going to use. We'll do 5 or 10. I feel like 10 might be pretty good because the distance they're going to have between them. Let's just go with 5 right now. Try to give it a little distance between them as well. And we'll go ahead and add that one to El Paso and Fairfield. Some of them will actually grab from this bus stop at Fairfield, but some of them will go all the way down to El Paso first. Kind of a bummer there, but oh well. And then we'll go ahead and come over here to this shop and go ahead and buy 5 of these as well. And then after we get done here, we'll look at adding actual more vehicles, whatever you want to call them, to the routes. So this is going to be the El Paso to Erie one. Let's see here. El Paso to Erie. Hey, perfect. Why is it not moving? There it goes. So the El Paso to Erie, bam, bam. Bam, bam, thank you, bam. And then we'll do a Fairfield one from here. Man, those are expensive. 5 of them for $119,000. Holy cow. This one's going to be the Fairfield to Erie. There we go. Perfect. Looking good. I think. We'll see. Might actually go ahead and get 5 more for the El Paso to Fairfield and start them up from over here. Yeah, they got such a long ways to go there. How are these bus stops even doing? I see a person over there. I believe it stacks up to 3 people as like a full. So we got some people wanting to go over to Erie. We got some people wanting to go over Fairfield, stuff like that. And we should have the same things showing up all over the place. Now, El Paso is the smallest town out of all these. Kind of interesting on that one, I guess. So they probably will have the smallest routes. And if these ever do hit so much people where they're just kind of lined up down there, I think they do line up, where they just kind of don't have enough room to fit in the bus stop, there is bigger bus stop options. Like you can get a whole bow or something going with it. So pretty cool. I think I'm going to do a Fairfield to Anchorage as well while I'm at it. Why not? There was something else I was going to look at, but I'm getting a little distracted by Anchorage. Anchorage, Anchorage, Anchorage. There we go. We'll slap you in right there. Let's go ahead and get a little line set up here. New line. Maybe these will be pretty profitable with these little routes. Possibly, possibly not. See that over time as they kind of run longer and longer, and then we see the profits. Fairfield to Anchorage. Heck yeah, that's looking good. Now we just gotta get some vehicles out of there. Got a nice little depot right here, kind of in between them. Like I said, start with 5. Try to get them their distance apart from each other before I add like 5 more. Fairfield to Anchorage. Heck yeah. Never thought you could drive all the way from Fairfield to Anchorage, did you? But looky here, you can. On a game, I guess. So, like I mentioned, this is going to be backed up pretty bad. And it is. It's backed up real bad. It's making more products than we can keep up with. And we got these gaps in between these horses and everything here, or in between these carriages. So I think we can fill those gaps with getting a couple more on this route. But also looking at the same time here, it's a pretty good distance. They're coming in, they're going. You know what? Let's add 10 more to this route. I like that idea. I think I could do that a different way. Let's see here. I think I can select the route. What is the route? It's Oil, El Paso. There we go. And then we can just like duplicate. Let's just grab 5 for now. Clone selected vehicles. Heck yeah. Replace selected vehicles. Now we're good. Let's clone them. That's adding 5 more to the route. I saw that number go from 20 to 25. And then we'll actually go ahead and add another 5. I think 30 will be fine. We'll see if that causes too much of a traffic issue. Because like I mentioned, it looks like there's a pretty good sized gap here. What I don't want is a bunch of backed up vehicles like this over and over again. I want a nice smooth gap in between them. That was there before, but the only reason it's backed up now is because I just purchased all them and they didn't take very long getting here. Like, see down here, our earnings are in the negative. Total earnings. Holy cow, I don't like that being in the negative. Our account's at 2.5 million. I guess one way to start trying to figure out a way to make some more money or better money is going ahead and switching over to a train route, but that's going to be expensive. I do oil, and then train. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Get it all done in one trip. And that is exactly what I'm going to try to do. I think I'm going to set up a train line. Only $2.6 million for our name there. That's not looking good. Let's check our earnings real quick, or balances, or accounts, or something. See if we can figure something out here. Looks like I got a loan in there. I did not realize I had a loan in there. That is not good. Might be turning over a profit here pretty soon, possibly, if we can keep our investments under control. Our investments include the spending I'm doing with the vehicles. yeah, spending on vehicles right there. I can see that one. So we will turn a profit, but I'm not too worried about that. Let's see if we get some sort of tracks in here. Standard tracks, that's the only options we have right now. Oh, wait a second. We don't need standard tracks right now. We actually need a dock of some sort. Dock, I say dock, cargo terminus station. Okay, I like that one. That's pretty cool. Just kind of connect it like that. That should do the job. I also kind of want to connect it to the road, possibly, where the oil can come back in this direction. Let's see here. Where could that oil even go? Well, it could go all the way over here. And then we could take the fuel into town. That's pretty cool. I like that idea. Yeah, that is sounding pretty cool. We're pretty good. Okay, to do that, I'm actually going to work off of this oil refinery. So just forget that one there, I guess, maybe? I don't know. I feel kind of bad just bypassing. A lot of these ones we are not going to use. Or we're not going to use a lot of these ones, I don't think. And now that I'm looking at it, I guess I could use that oil here too. How much oil does this require? Just one? Yeah, it says just one. It's a logistics game here. Figure it out. Come on, get it down, LG Dad. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Okay, I think I got it down. We're gonna go with this cargo one here. Let's see here. Can I make that bigger or longer? I thought I could. I thought that was an actual option. And we'll just attach it to the road. It's got quite a bit of a thickness to it. You know, we ain't got to attach it to the road. We can attach it right here. And, oh, I can't make it longer. 160, 240, 320. I think 160 will be fine. I think, possibly. We'll run, well, let's just make it big, right? I really don't know. Yeah, let's do it. 320 meters long, 2 tracks. I'm gonna run 2 tracks right now. And we'll go from there. So what this is going to end up doing is it's going to end up bypassing this one right here. Going to connect down here to the one I already have actively running. And then they're going to end up connecting over here to the oil refinery. And then that oil refinery is going to end up shooting back up this way. And it's going to come through this dock, port, or whatever the heck you want to call it. What is that called? Terminal, I guess. It's going to come through this terminal section and into Erie. Now with Erie here, I need to figure out where I should set up a town location as well. I think I could just shoot straight through the middle of Erie, take out a couple of houses here, set one up over here by the refinery, and the town can grow around the refinery. So that works. Let's go ahead and do that too. We'll slap one in, and do I want to end on it or do I want to leave it open? I think I want to leave it open on the end. That way it can keep moving in another direction at a later point. So we'll do this one, same as earlier. We'll do 2 of them. Oh, I ain't liking this. Okay, I guess that does work. What concerns me is this little point right here. This little corner. That does concern me quite a bit. I think we're going to build right over it or something. Now, one thing that does concern me as well is I want to make it a travel one. Can I add travel to it? Passenger station, passenger terminal, terminus, passenger station, passenger terminus station. Okay, I guess the terminus one is where it just shuts off and ends. I think I can add passenger stuff to it. And I also think I got the option to add cargo stuff to it. So we'll add stuff like that later. Let's just work on cargo right now. I'm not worried about moving people around. Okay, I just got to connect these two right here together, and we might be able to do that pretty good right here. Let's see here. Come on, give me some tracks. Want the tracks. Can I shoot straight over there? Yes, I can. So 3 buildings will be removed. That is all good. Do I like the looks of this? This 75 on here showing me the top speed for the track. I do like the look of this. Okay, let's hit it. Let's accept it, I guess. There's a little check mark here. Now I'm also going to shoot it back up this way, keep 2 tracks actively going, and I'll cross these tracks over in different places as well. Okay, that's looking real good. Let's see what all we did to the town here. Tearing down the town, huh? Nah, it's going to be fine. It's going to build up the town. It's going to help the town, right? We're actually growing the wrong town right now. What the heck am I doing? Oh my gosh, I'm out of money. Holy cow, I just noticed $70,000 there. Wow, how much do these tracks cost? Oh man, this is a long process, I guess. I don't have enough money. Okay, what was I thinking? I messed that up. I do know I can add more here. Got a little gap coming in here, so I think I can add more at least. Check out this El Paso line and see how many more I can add. Let's see here, manage vehicles. We're at 30. Let's go ahead and add another 10, I guess. See how that looks after a while. Let's see here, what do? I do duplicate, right? Or clone. 1, 2. Oh, not enough money. That took us down to negative $18,000, but that money's going to go up. I'm fine with it. I don't know how much it's going to cost for me to do that again, but let's get that number up in the positive quite a bit, and then I'll try to buy another 5. And I should really be looking at an increase in the amount on other routes, because this is the only route I have increased the amount of vehicles on. I'm going to say vehicles, even though it's a horse and carriage. I guess it's a vehicle, right? It even says vehicle right here. I keep stopping myself in the middle of my sentences thinking, oh, it's not really a vehicle, but I guess it is a vehicle. Not enough money to clone. Gosh, how much did that cost? I'm really not sure. Nope, still not enough money. Actually, whenever I tried to purchase that, my money went from like 40 or 50 something thousand dollars all the way down to almost 0. So I'm a little concerned there if we're ever going to turn a profit here. Oh man, and those buildings and those railroad tracks are costing me money too. Every time this money pops up for this right here, those buildings and those railroad tracks are costing me money. I'm not liking that at all. Looks like I'm not going to have any money anytime soon, so let's go ahead and look at our line statistics here, see what's bringing in money, what's losing money. We got a Fairfield to Erie. We got 12 out of 20 passengers on there, so a 20 passenger capacity. Oh man, that's losing 20 grand. Losing a lot of money there. Don't know if I should keep it up or not. Maybe it just hadn't had enough time to run its route. But obviously our biggest money maker is the Oil One El Paso. And the reason I say obviously is because we have the most vehicles here. And then we got a rate on here. How fast does it take or whatever? Or wait, is that rate, frequency? I don't know. Oh, how often they get over there. So every 7 minutes, I guess we have 7 passengers. So the rate is approximate annual throughput per station. Oh, okay. So how much products are moved per year? And then our frequency, how often does the vehicle come back to the dock or move the products or something like that? How often is the product picked up? So our passenger lines, they're the slowest. It's got the least amount of vehicles in it, on it. So kind of a bummer there, but all good. And they're kind of turning profits. The Fairfield to Erie, wait, was El Paso to Fairfield with the worst earlier? No, I thought it was Fairfield to Erie. Maybe they just kind of bounce around with which one's the worst. Looks like we're about to see all positives here coming across here in a minute. That's what I was saying. Maybe the passenger line did not get over there to deliver quite yet. But we will leave those running, and they're all showing positive now. Awesome. Love it. Great. I did mention I want to go ahead and start upping the output on some of these other ones because I'm spending all the money towards that one line. Let's go ahead and increase this line over here because it's definitely full and doing nothing good with all that product there. And to do that, we'll go over to wood anchorage. We'll manage that line. Nope, we will manage those vehicles. I'll get this down one day. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and clone those. Hopefully that's enough money. Heck yeah, it was. What is that, 20-something thousand popped up there? Maybe 23,000 popped up? Nah, that doesn't seem right. I thought I tried to buy some at 23,000 earlier, and it looks like our money went down like 100 and something. Hey, we actually turned a profit in the year 1856. That is awesome. And we spent $2 million in the year 1855. Gosh, how much money am I losing on that railroad track just sitting there? I really should have made sure I had enough money, or just did one track. I don't know. Let's see if this pops up with anything after a while, because I thought these tracks and other stuff cost me money, but it's not actually looking like they are costing me money. I should be able to see them in here. I want to move off to the side, see if it pops up right there anyways. But inside here, we got towns, headquarters, whatever, all kinds of stuff. We don't have a headquarters yet. No big deal there. We'll put one in eventually. I guess I could borrow more money. Not necessarily against that. You know, borrow more, spend more, make more. All kinds of good things can happen from that. Also, you can end up in a lot of trouble. But we'll look over here on railroad, and then we'll see maintenance to tracks and maintenance to infrastructure. Ah, yes. Good old maintenance to it. How long have I had these tracks and stuff? 1854 here, 55, 56, 57. Okay. Kind of interesting. I guess I kind of built them all over the years. If I don't touch anything here, add anything, I'll know exactly how much we're spending each year with the maintenance on the tracks and the infrastructures. Nothing really to tickets or vehicles. Just losing money sitting there, though. Maybe I should have set up more buggy routes. I was getting way too ambitious there. And this will end up costing probably quite a bit of money to get to the next station I want to set up. With that having such a big drop off right there, it's got to build the ground up, all that good stuff. It just costs a lot of money to do all that stuff. But let's just keep adding vehicles, keep making money. Hey, we got a new train available. Holy cow, that thing's $500,000. Gosh, we are not making any big progress here. Looks like these bus stops are starting to get kind of full too. We got those 3 people on there like I was talking about. Fairfield and Anchorage. Okay, go ahead and add some. This is completely full, 20 of 20. So why not add any? Probably because of money, but we'll see what we can do. Let's just see how many we can add. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was wanting to add 5, but I wasn't sure if I had enough money to add 5, and I don't have to do it in increments 5, don't have to do it in increments 10. So once we actually get these baselines worked out really well, saying, hey, this is working really good, or hey, this is too many vehicles, I can start cutting back on vehicles. Like this El Paso to Erie one's really not staying full, so we could actually probably take one out. Check those line statistics one more time, kind of see what we're doing here. El Paso to Erie is our smallest one with 5 to 20. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be moving very many people. And a lot of those are just moving with maybe one person on it or empty. Let's see what this bus stop's looking like over here. El Paso to Erie, 13. Holy cow. So once they get over here, they're gonna be full. So that number's definitely gonna fluctuate a lot. It looks like the lowest and the worst right now. Obviously, it is the lowest and the worst right now. You can see it just took over the worst balance. But they got people waiting. It's gonna pick up once the buggies get over here. So I'll leave it. Kind of hard to make that call and decision on some of those. But I do know if I see them full, I need to add at least another buggy or 2 or something like that, or 3, 4, 5. I do know that. Over here on the oil Fairfield, we'll go ahead and try to add some more to this route. This is the only one I haven't added any yet. You manage vehicles. We'll just try little by little, see how many we can fit in there. Yeah, they're going to take a while to reach over there. Watching that money drop down there, thinking it's about to be in the negative. Oh, just hit the negative as soon as I tried to buy that too. It went up pretty high. I was like, yeah, I got enough money. And it dropped down instantly. No, I ain't got enough money. Dang it. Heck yeah, there we go. We're up 25 right there. That's nowhere near enough. We can easily get up to 40, 50 on those. Because, I mean, we kind of got the same thing going over here. How many do we have on this line? 35 right now. And it is still running strong and running profits and money. You know, I never actually looked in to see how much money I was making on some of these trips here. What am I making over here? $6,251, I guess? That each time, possibly? Wait, I didn't see anything pop up there. Are you empty? There's no way you're empty. Okay, looking good. And then down here, oh wait, that's not the end spot. End spot's over here. Let's see what you're paying. 5,503, I believe is what that said. Yep, 5,503. Okay. And then we can also see the routes here. I believe that was like $9,000 I just got. Yeah. So these pasture routes, I guess, are pretty good. They just move kind of slow though. Not too big of a deal, I guess. Fairfield to Anchorage. How you guys doing there? Looks like you guys are getting backed up a little. Manage that line real quick. Nope. Let's manage those vehicles. Oh, that's the one I went up to 10 with. Maybe I need to give it a little bit more time before making a decision here because the cargo is not full. It's 28 of 40. I'm really looking for what has full cargo. So I can come in here, look at the line managements. Yep, nothing's got full cargo. I could see this El Paso to Erie's at 19 to 20. It's getting pretty close. El Paso here, all the way to Erie here. And that's the one I was just thinking about shutting down too. Gosh, they fluctuate so much negative going on with these routes here. And that's the thing about trying to run a pasture route like this on hard mode. You will just straight up lose money. But at least we see some positives coming in here and there on a normal mode. Maybe I shouldn't have done it on normal because, I mean, we can see here almost $200,000 in the oil El Paso. I should have just done more and more oil routes like I mentioned. Mistakes were made, okay? Mistakes were made. Go ahead and try to add some more over here to this oil Fairfield one. See if we can get our money up there pretty good. It was our smallest profit per route one though. So every time they made a delivery over there, it came out like $5,500. That's actually our smallest amount, I believe. So that's probably not a good idea to work on this one, but oh well. Should be focusing on the ones that give us a bigger profit per delivery. I think I should. And which one does give us the biggest profit? That one's 6,200. What was this over here? I can't exactly remember. I think I went over it last episode. When we first set up the route. That's 6,900. So yeah, I have been working on this one quite a bit, and I can add more. So maybe I should add more. Starting to get pretty close to where they're going to start kind of almost backing up. So what I mean by that, they're actually having to stop and wait. So it's getting real close to that point where they're having to stop and wait. And that all factors into the length, the drive, the speeds, all kinds of stuff factors into that. But we'll go ahead and try to add another 5 vehicles here and see if we can keep it running smoothly with those new 5 vehicles. Oh, out of money. Not looking good. I'm losing, what, $50,000 each month or each year to a loan, which is really not bad at all in the whole grand scheme of it all. And that's why I keep thinking maybe I should take out more of a loan. Just take out as much as I can, try to finish out that train track, because that should bring in some good money if I can actually get it completed. Or just bypass and give up on that train track idea for a little while and put in more routes like this, where I can get more and more money coming in as well. So you may notice here on the condition, they're starting to get a little bad. We got mediocre, we even got bad here. Vehicle condition down to 33. From what I understand, you really don't need to make any adjustments to that. Don't worry about doing it right now. Just make adjustments later on once you get into the future present time as of right now, because eventually you'll keep being able to upgrade vehicle after vehicle after vehicle. So there's no point in repairing or replacing these ones in bad condition. I don't know how big of a difference it's going to make as far as speed. It's definitely not going to make any difference in the amount it can carry. Maybe it does something with the speed possibly. I don't know. Seems fine to me. I don't see anything backing up behind another one on this long route here. So, okay, we got that up to 40. Heck yeah. Let's see how well that runs. Now, all these workers, all these vehicles, they will all be sold off once I turn this into a train route. Might even shut that plant down. Don't even stretch that far out there. I just go hit this one up, the one I haven't used yet. Oil well number 3. How many oil wells I got out here in El Paso? Holy cow, I got one over here. Okay. We'll go ahead and try to drop a couple more here on this wood route. Wood planks to the planks to the planks. Heck yeah. I should probably start trying to transport some of these planks out of here back into that machine factory over near El Paso. It'd be a far drive, but at least putting 5 vehicles on it or so will get it moving and get some income coming in and like a huge payday, because from this distance all the way over here, that's a good distance, but it also does worry me. Does it measure the aerial distance straight shot, or does it measure the route that I'm going to drive all the way over here through Fairfield and then back down through El Paso and all that? I'm not 100% sure on that one. I should probably test that. Or look up a video, because I'm sure somebody did test that. This game has been out for quite a while. Great game still, though. Great game. I'm really glad I'm back on this and playing it. Hope y'all are enjoying the videos. Really don't know, because episode 1 has not came out yet. Just trying to keep an eye on this whole line statistics, see where our weakest link is, or our weakest line, whatever you want to say in there. And looks like our production one, I'm not too worried about the transport of people one. I guess that could be a production depending on the year, right? My bad. Sorry, dark thoughts coming in, dark humor. But oil one in Fairfield seems to be our lowest one. The wood one for Anchorage is floating around right around the same. Every now and then once oil one kind of pops up. Let's try to get that oil one sorted out a little bit better. Oh, hey, it actually overtook the wood one for a second there. Oh, well, I see an opportunity to make some more money here. So let's go over to manage vehicles, go ahead and add another 5 or so. We're at $160,000, and I'm sure it's way down now. Oh, yeah, it's way down there. I just saw it on almost 0. Hey, did I get another 5 in there? At 35. Heck yeah, I think so. Looking good. At 35, looking real good. I like that. Profits, profits, profits. They're going to go up, up, and up, and we're going to make more and more and more. Now, there is an option for a, what is it, a, gosh, headquarters, I guess? Build. I think we'll build it on the mountainside here. We're going to overlook the towns. That's actually going to be a horrible idea. I'm not going to one yet. I may actually still build one up on the mountaintop. Okay, I made a huge mistake with my whole setup and everything going into the trains that early. I accept that fact. I'm going to go ahead and take a loan. I guess the max is $10 million. Holy cow. Let's go up to that $10 million. We already have $5 million taken out, so that we're completely maxed out on loans. But I don't want to spend that $5 million completing this train line. I don't think it's enough. I want to get us some more income coming in. That just keeps coming in. So to do that, let's find some little routes out here and there that I can complete. Let's see here, just something simple. I mean, we even have this quarry over here to this bricks or materials. Like I said, something simple. Doesn't have to be near our place. It could be way over here. Holy cow, how big is this map? Jesus, thing's huge. You know what? I was really interested in this whole food thing right here. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go from the Anchorage farm all the way over here to the Elizabeth food processing plant. Hey, pretty cool, Elizabeth. That's my wife's middle name. And we do not have a bridge crossing over here. I did mention I wanted to connect this farm over here too. We'll have to get a bridge crossing eventually. No big hurries right now. Hey, there's a bridge down here. Won't necessarily help me with my situation though. Okay, rotate that bad boy. Go ahead and slap it in. I think I can go pretty far down here. Yeah, we'll go right about here. And then we'll do our little work I'd like to do to this. Let's see here, street access, we'll go in this way, out this way, and it should be good to go here in a second, because I still got to get the road going there. Now that's just that part. There we go, looking good. That farm, gonna come over here. Let's go to our buildings, unload here. Perfect, good enough. I guess I could have moved that down a little more as well. Closer to me, I guess. Because that is another thing I don't know. I'm talking about the whole straight aerial shot. Is that straight aerial shot from these ports, I guess, these little loading docks? Or are they from the Anchorage farm to the processing plant? Not sure. Hopefully y'all can help me out in the comments. We look forward to seeing all the help, tips, tricks, and suggestions coming in on this game, because I'd like to think I know quite a bit about this game, or I used to know quite a bit about this game. Okay, another thing I do need is a place to bring the vehicles in, because I really don't want to bring it in all the way up here, make them drive all the way down here. So we'll go ahead and slap another one of those in. This is really going to add up too. And then we will buy, oh wait, I didn't make that line, hold on. I like to make the line before I buy it. Vehicles, that way once I buy them I can just slap them right on the line. So this is going to be Anchorage farm, food 1, 2, wait, that's grain actually, that's not food. The food's what comes out. Grain 1, Anchorage, I guess is good enough. So this would get a little confusing because I'll probably name the other one, Grain 1, Elizabeth. So I'm not sure how I'm going to organize these. There's probably a better way of organizing this. And y'all probably know and probably already told me in the first episode. So let's go ahead and buy a bunch. Let's see here. We'll start with, oh wait, how much money I got? Oh, I got plenty. Gosh, I was worried about my money. No, I got plenty right now. Let's go ahead and buy 30 of them, possibly. You know, 30 is a good start. Seems like everything's kind of taking up that whole 30. So we'll run the, come on, give me the grain. Grain. Gonna be backed up for a little bit, but gonna eventually not be enough as far as vehicles go. Okay, next up here, we got to do something. What do we gotta do? We got to party and live some, right? Heck yeah, party and live some. Now, I'm trying to avoid building roads and stuff like that as well, because those can get pretty expensive. So we'll just do a little coal mine in here. Shoot from this coal to that mine, or this coal mine and that coal mine there over here to this steel mill. Not going to actually make the steel out of it, but we'll end up getting some of the products there and making money from getting the products there. That's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and slap that in real quick somewhere in here. Come on, give me something good. Ooh, this is a steep one. I don't know how I like this one. Yeah, I keep getting too much slope. Too much slope. Over and over and over again. That's what I was saying. It's pretty steep. I ain't liking this one. Okay. Go ahead and delete that. I have to fix that up and make it work and look a little better, I guess. Don't really care about the looks. Main thing is, I just gotta make it work. Okay, so basically all I did was moved it a little bit further down. I'm hoping I can get this slope worked out better, and nope, still saying too much slope. You gotta be kidding me. Come on, man. That is not too much slope. Being a little baby about it. Maybe I'd come in from a different angle here. Nope, not looking good. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. I love this game. Okay, let's delete it again. Take another loss. And I'm just going to slap this one directly into the road like that. There's really no issue with doing that right there. The reason I do it the other ways around, I've seen tests and videos out there showing it's just more efficient doing it the way I've been doing it with the in and out, especially in late game once you start getting a lot of stuff going in and out. But, oh well, we'll run with this. And I did mention something about connecting both the coal mines over here. I'm only going to do one for right now. And man, I got to put in another depot too. I ain't liking that. I started to make a line here, but then realized I did not have this other point down. So I had to end up putting that little unload point over there. So there we go. We got that line made up now. Let's go ahead and call this Coal 1 Oceanside, I guess. I think I just remembered something. I used to do Coal 2 or something like that, or Grain 2. So main thing is you don't want it too long. Also, the main thing is just make it something you can understand. So we'll go ahead and purchase another 30 of these. 30 might be the actual max on this trip because of how short the distance is. It is a pretty short distance, but we'll see that as it gets up and running full speed. Coal Oceanside. There we go. Got it running. Pretty short trip. Not very far. 30 of them on there. Really got me feeling a little iffy about that one. Oh, hey, nice little gravel route all the way down here by Sox Falls. Sioux Falls? Is that Sioux Falls or Sox Falls? I think we might take that one too. And I mean, I really need to try to find like a bunch together, so I stopped putting in all these little hubs for the vehicles coming out, because that's going to add up and up instead of just doing these 1 and 2 here and there. But that is an issue of finding them all cluttered together where I can run with them. Really proven and showing to be an issue. Well, actually, I might have 2 routes right here I can do. We got a iron mine and then a coal mine here that can come over here to the steel mill. That would be better if I had a straight shot across here, and I will do that. I did say I want to try to avoid building roads, but hey, it's all good. We'll build some road. We will build a road right there. That is all good. That's a short little distance, $15,000. It looked really level. I thought it was a good executive decision to make. Executive decision. And then we can put a little depot in here as well. Let's see here. We'll put that depot right there. Perfect. Works out great. Now let's get all the points set up between these spots. We'll try the coal one here. Kind of a hillside right here. Don't know if that little dock thing I've been doing is going to work or not, because look how far that goes in there. And we'll try it. Let's see here. Come on, rotate. I think there's a way to make a mini rotate. There is right there. Cool. And we'll go a little bit further down as well. That way they don't got to travel as far. But like I mentioned, further is more money. That's kind of an interesting one too. I wonder if there's like a super realistic mod option for this game, like a super realistic mod pack, because the distance really shouldn't make too much of a difference like it is on here. Like I think if I move this down here to the end, I'm probably going to make an extra $100 to $200 per trip probably. But it should be like, hey, you want to move this from Louisville ore mine over to Louisville steel mill? I'll pay you this much. Shouldn't be depending on where my dock is. Oh well. Yo, what's going on here? No connection. Of course there's no connection there. Haven't finished yet. Give me a second. Multiple vehicles. Oh, I don't know what that was popping up. Just give me a second. I haven't finished this, okay? Now I'm assuming our loan payment is probably right around $100,000, because previously it was around $50,000, and then we doubled our loan, so I'm assuming right around $100,000. And this little truck unload stop, I could use the same exact one, even though I'm making 2 different deliveries here. But part of me doesn't want to do that because of how congested it's going to get whenever I got 30 trucks coming in from this direction, 30 coming in from this direction. So one thing I will do is go ahead and delete that, because that was a bad idea. We're going to end up putting one over here, I guess, right here. Yeah, right there's good. And then I'm actually going to build another road. Probably a bad idea because there's a lot of trees there. I'm just full of bad ideas, right? We'll add a little curve to it. And that's not even curving. I want a curve. Give me a curve. There we go. Too much of a curve, right? That is too much of a curve. There we go. Looking pretty good. 77,000 versus straight shot. What's a straight shot? Maybe I don't want a curve. 68,000 for a straight shot. Let's do a straight shot. Okay, now that one's going to end up jumping off at this station over here. That way these vehicles do not mix each other or mess with each other. Oh gosh, it moved my station. Didn't it? Oh yeah, it's on the same strip here, I guess. I didn't realize I'd do that. How about right there? There we go. Okay. 2 separate stations. It's going to work. This one is connected here. This one's obviously connected here too. Basically keep them out of each other's way is the idea there. Because I don't want it to be backed up over here. So this is going to be, what is that, coal, I guess? I think that's coal. Nope, that's iron. Let's see here. This is iron 1 Louisville, I guess. Louisville, man. Speaking of Louisville, Project Zomboid. Louisville's a great place. Project Zomboid, y'all should go there. It's the easiest place to survive. Give it a try. You're going to have to get a mod, though, to get that as a spawn point. If you're new to Project Zomboid. I'm just kidding. It's the worst place out there. Somebody had me go there once. Ironed. There we go. Got that one set up, and I'm not going to name any names on that one. I'm just kidding. It was Ranger Gaming. That guy's like, hey, go over to Louisville. It's a pretty easy one. And, of course, I believed him. I'm the idiot for believing him, I guess. That's my mistake. My fault. I didn't even make it into gates, and I died so fast. But that's also operator error on that one, too. Or gamer error. Not really operator error. I just wasn't good at the game. Still probably not that good. Get it down one day, right? Okay, let's go ahead and set up our coal line here. From there to there. And we can actually zoom in on these lines. Oh gosh, it turns around right there. Why? Why are you doing that, man? No, that is stupid. Don't do that. Because then they'll end up mixing on that turnaround point. Oh no. I can fix that though. Give me a second. Let's do coal 1 Louisville. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how to spell Louisville, but it said it somewhere on one of these things, so that's the only reason I got it right. Easy way to fix that. Let's build another road. I used to do this quite a bit too. We'll turn it on with this little loop thing here. Basically loop it back around this way, and done. So now we can look at that route. Coal 1 Louisville. Bam, it loops around right here, heads straight back. So now they will not cross on each other. Perfect. Now we just gotta get vehicles on those lines. I'm gonna go 30 and 30. They will be busy. 30 over to coal 1, and then we'll do 30 to iron 1. Let's see here, another 30, iron 1. I guess this is in alphabetical order. Just realizing this could be another way I could easily organize it with the whole alphabetical order option. That is not 30. What the heck's going on here? Did half and half go or something? Oh no, it's coming over here. Okay, whatever. Y'all do you, just get 30 out there. Holy cow, there's a lot of vehicles. Yeah, we're already full over here with some iron. I mean, that number obviously gets up to like 200 something, and this dock is already showing it's full. So that just shows how much extra they can hold in there. And then we also got the coal over here being full as well. They're coming in strong. Okay, got the other group coming in here. I don't know why they shot up this direction first. I guess they're just going to do that. Oh well, it's fine. The money's going to start rolling in. And it's not going so good. It's really not. I was actually very tempted to just go ahead and restart, just count my losses there and restart, but I'm going to power through it. I'm going to struggle through it. I do like a little struggle, so let's do that. Okay, we got these routes up and running at the end of the last episode. We got the iron and the whatever coal all going here. These are just now starting off, so these ones should be empty. Yes, they are. Okay, good. It's going to start making some pretty good money here pretty shortly. Now, looks like there is a delivery already happening here, so $4,550 there. Looks like the iron one's 6,000 something, so 6,021. That's coming in pretty good and pretty strong. I am liking that. I could probably put a couple more back out here on this route now. Not back out here on this route. I could probably put a couple more on the route here. And might do that here in a little while, or just go ahead and find some more places to move some more stuff. And that sounded like a pretty good idea as well. So let's see here. What else can I move around here? A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Still really need to look up the whole distance thing. Maybe one of y'all already commented it and I just haven't seen it yet because the video hasn't came out yet with me asking for help there. I'll get there one day. Come on, give me something good. I'm liking this route from here to here, but I'm not seeing any actual oil that can come into here. Wow, I'm not seeing any oil anywhere out there. Okay, all the way down there. Ooh, that is far. That's real far. But the further it is, usually more money you get on the trip at least. But also, I'm sure there's a little sweet spot in there. You don't want to spend too far driving. And that's kind of the problem we're running into with our, what is it? Come on, where's it at? Let's just go ahead and do balance options here. That's kind of the problem we're running into with our human cargo routes. You know what? Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it human cargo routes for now on. Couldn't think of it. But yeah, human cargo routes. Love it. I'm sure this video just got flagged. Okay, I see a couple of good opportunities here. So what I mean by some good opportunities is multiple trips here. And I only got to put in one of those vehicle hubs. So we got this gravel from the quarry here over to this materials plant. Awesome. That's great, but that's not the one that I'm really loving the most. The one I am loving the most is going to be these planks ones. So we got the wood to the plank place, but they take two. We can see over here, they take two. So we can actually run a route from both of them. And I'm going to build a road here. I said I'm trying not to build a road, but I think a nice little road going through here is going to work out pretty good. And on top of that, this route right here, whenever it's heading back, it can bring those planks over here. So more money, right? No dead driving with the empty load. Well, there would be a little strip in there where there's an empty load. Let's go ahead and get those roads built up. Not sure how much they're going to cost. I'm sure they're going to be nowhere near what a train track costs. And we'll just shoot over here real quick. Oops, that doesn't connect, but I do want to do a little rounded stuff. Yeah, if it does round, it rounds. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You kind of see how it's curving, like a small little S curve to it. I like that. That's pretty cool. I like it to look a little more natural. And then we're going to shoot from here as well over to here. What in the world is it colliding with? I guess the actual place. Oh, interesting. Okay, you know what? Let me just come up here. Let me do this one. I do not want you to shoot through there. No. No tunnel, no tunnel. 169,000 for this one, though. That's not looking good. And this does worry me a little, too, with them being on the same route, with how compacted it's going to get. So, yeah, let me do this right here. Ooh, 1.2 million because it's got a tunnel. Oh, not liking that. But I am liking this. Oh, no, not really. 819,000. Holy cow, man. How much y'all gonna charge there? That is ridiculous. 200,000. Yeah, let's do that right there. Now it's gonna come up beside it. I kind of giving it its own road, I guess you would say. Saving a lot of money though, instead of building a bridge or a tunnel. And then we'll come up here about 60,000, and then we'll connect it right here. I like that idea. Now with that being connected there, I can put an unload point right here or something like that. Okay, this unload point here. Oh, wait, what do we got going on there? Multiple vehicles, conditions bad. Oh, yeah, very bad. I don't care about that. Now I can put an unload point here. And then I also need to put one of these over here too, because we're going to pick up a product from here as well. This route is. And so far, all I've done was use these for unloading. You can actually use this for unloading as well. Let's go ahead and bump that up to 30 meters, take that left one off. And let's see here. Let's rotate this somehow. Gotta remember these controls. I'm really excited to be back on this game though, and it does connect from here, so that's what I was really looking forward to. Let's see. There we go. We'll connect it like that. That works. What I mean it connects to the actual production. Sweet. And it's gonna cost a little, but I think it's gonna make us some pretty good money, especially with that little trip back, giving us some money as well. Ooh, which way did I go in? Can't remember. I think I go in this way. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Now I also got to put one in over here as well to pick up the wood, so do that real quick. I think it goes in there, out over here. I think it's just to the right. I can tell if the vehicles loop around and go in the wrong direction once the line gets built up, so I'll have to keep a close eye on that and make sure I get that fixed if that is a problem. Oh, I'm in the wrong area. Get out of that train area. Do not want to be in that train area anytime soon. Connect a couple of lines there. Then we also got to pick up over here as well. Let's go ahead and finish out this road here, though. Let's see what we can do. Come on, what we got? We got something curved here, 366,000. Even go over here. I don't even think we got to get all the way up against it. So yeah, this is just getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. There we go, under 100 grand right there. And we can even put in a little port here thing probably. Let's see here. Yeah, we can. It reaches exactly what I'm looking for. That's what I'm liking. Now, we don't even have to use that one now that I think about it more. We could just use this one here. And that's what we'll do because we're not picking up any of these machines out of here, so that's why we don't need to use that other one. We'll just do a little loop-de-loop option here. Drop off right about here. It is connecting. Awesome. So it'll loop through, drop off, and come back and pick up. Now, for it to come back and pick up, let's go ahead and build that right over here somewhere. I think I like this look. Another thing I need to make sure I don't do is cross over traffic a lot, especially with how condensed this is about to get. So what I'm trying to say there is make sure they don't have to turn and wait for the other vehicle in front of them. I think I come in this way right here, come out over here, shoot back out on this road, and we're good to go. Now I'm a little concerned about the slope here. I think it will be fine. Come on, streets. There we go. Really not looking like too much of a slope. Oh, wrong thing. There goes it connecting now. Sweet. And then we'll just leave out of here, head back in this direction, and good to go. Time to make this work. And I am going to put in that little depot right over here, the little road depot. It's going to be right here, kind of in between these two cities, New Orleans and Independence, because I am going to put up a route in Independence area with this little stone and everything here in a little bit. And that little machine thing, or wrench or tool, I think it's a tool, yeah, Tools Factory, I don't know where it needs to go. I could obviously bring those planks down here, but I kind of like the whole backtracking option and utilizing the same vehicles for that job and try to save on empty vehicles and save on vehicle cost all around. So this is probably going to end up being our largest income line so far because of the little amount that's going to be wasted. So we got a Louisville road over here. No, not Louisville, it's New Orleans. Let's go Wood 1, New Orleans. That's fine. Oh, not No Orleans. New Orleans. I really need to change up the way I'm doing these. I don't like it. And then we'll also go ahead and put in another line here. So this is going to start over here. It's going to go here. It's going to go back here. And then it's going to go back here. I don't think I needed to put that point in there. No, I didn't, actually, because it will go back to 5th Street or Houston East. Let's go ahead and do Wood 2, New Orleans as well. Well, wood, planks, and then tools. Whatever. I'm all over the place with this. So this is where it gets a little tricky, and you gotta actually make sure you're loading the correct stuff. Go into your filters at the first stop, which is over there at the Houston East over here. The first stop is going to be, I'm going to only load wood there. Second stop, right here, New Orleans transfer. Let's make sure my loop is correct direction. Yes, it is. Okay, we're good there. We're good there too. Did I come in this one correctly too? Yes, I did. Okay, we are good there. So at this New Orleans transfer, we're going to go ahead and unload wood, but we're also going to pick up the planks. Now, I'm not going to wait for a full load or anything. It's going to take a while before it gets full, and I don't want to back up the traffic. And then over on 5th Street, we're going to only unload planks. This is going to prevent you from getting overcrowded and overpacked with some materials. Sometimes they get mixed up and don't unload in the correct place, I guess. I'm not sure, but I've found to just go ahead and do all the filters. Now, load if available. I got an option to make it where it will not move until it's completely loaded. I'm not going to worry about that. So we're going to have some empty ones, but eventually they're going to be completely full once this sawmill gets up and running. That's the words I'm looking for. So I got all the lines made. Let's go ahead and start with the first line, Wood 1 for New Orleans, and then we'll start with the second one because I want some of the products to be coming out. Let's see here, horse-drawn carrots. We're going to go 20. We're going to do 20 and 20. Maybe. We'll see how well that works out with 2 of them coming. So that's going to go over to, what was it, Wood 1, New Orleans. There we go. And it's going to take a while, but it'll get up and going. I'm going to wait till those actually get up and going, and then I'll fire up the next line. That way they can get some finished product going over there with the planks. Now here's another route. I was going to build a road through here. May still even build that road through here. Let's see how much that's going to cost. Straight shot across, 420,000. I like it. It's good. It's going to save me some money. It's going to save me some time also traveling through the city and some congestion through the city as well. I need to pick up over here, picking up some stones. Heck yeah, stones. American horse-drawn carriage is now available. New vehicle, heck yeah. Let's check that out. Looks like we got a covered one as well or something like that. Yeah, covered. Okay, pretty excited about that one. I think it will retry there. Let's give that a try. And we definitely got to check out those new vehicles, see what kind of upgrade we got to it. Sometimes it's, well, you know, at the beginning, it's really not much of an upgrade. But then sometimes it's really good upgrades, like there's a boost in speed, boost in capacity, but I think at the beginning there's really not much to it. And let's see where we can unload this. Yeah, we got unloaded all the way over here. Holy cow, that's nice. That way we ain't got to drive all the way up in there, and we'll do that. Now, I should just turn around, come back out. A little bit of traffic here, not much to worry about. I think our carriages will be fine. Go ahead and create this new line, rocks to production or whatever. I don't even know what I want to call this. Stone to plant, good enough. And I'm not sure how many ones I need. Okay, I just need one, so only one stone thing needs to come over here. So we got that made up. Let's go ahead and pop on 20 vehicles here. Let's see these new vehicles. So this one goes up to 5. It has certain cargo types to it. This one also goes up to 5, but it does all. So what's the main difference here? I'm not really seeing any. Maybe there's a price difference in there and I just can't really tell. Let's make this bigger. $32,000, 32, same exact price. So the real question is, why would I buy this when I could buy this? I don't know. Just looks, I guess. So we're gonna pump that up. Heck yeah, 20. You know what? Let's go 25. That's gonna be $815,000. We got the money for it, and that's gonna go over to that stone route. Got a stone out there, stone plant. Heck yeah. You get out there and get going. Okay, so I'm looking at the sawmill now. Looks like production is moving. We got nothing shipping out. And we'll get that stuff shipping out here in just a second once I fire up that line. And we're going to fire up that line right now. Let's go ahead and buy some more vehicles. We're going to get this covered stuff, I think. Really, like, what's the difference? You got to be kidding me. Oh, well. Let's go with 30. 30 might be a little too much, maybe. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with 20. We'll start it low. Like I said, I don't know how well it's going to run and work with two different productions moving there. And then this one's going to be a R1 wood, planks, tools, something like that. There we go. Okay, I'm really liking that. And I like our money going up. I did see us there for a second at $3.7 million. But we're back down quite a bit. We're pretty low there. Not liking that. Oh well. We'll make some money. What are you doing? You're going that way? Okay, whatever you want to do, bro. Whatever you want to do, I guess. Oh, hey, just realized I can move those bricks into New Orleans, too. That's not a bad route to run. Heck yes. We will do that as well. Go ahead and start getting that prepared and ready. By the time I get everything done, it might be up and running. Oh, that's not connecting. Okay, it's connecting there. Good. I don't want them to cross paths on the same road, so I'm gonna have to do something a little different there. And let me check out this line real quick, see where their actual turnaround point is. Okay, they turn around right there. So with that turnaround point being right there, I want to kind of probably move this one down here a little ways. Let's see here. I'll put it in right about here, possibly. You know what? Get it closer to the production. I got an idea here I want to do. Go ahead and rotate a little, do a little mini rotate. Put you in right there. Perfect. Looking good. Now here is what I want it to do. Just kind of want to use this road out here. There we go, $15,000 for that, and then this is gonna loop back around, possibly. Possibly, come on, give me something good. Nope, no options there, but we can just come out on the road here, and then loop it back around this way. I think, maybe. Nope, hitting the building there, a little collision. Let's come out just a little bit further, and there it goes, now it's working. So that should do it for the pickup there. And then we got to drop off somewhere here in town. Now, this town is a little bit bigger. I got to make sure I reach these ones that are bricks. And let's see here. That should do the job. Actually, it's missing a couple. It's missing these two up here. That's not connecting very well. Let me finish this road off real quick. Come on, streets. Is it this street? It might be this one. Let me rotate just a hair here. Yeah, looks like the right street, but I want it to be nice and straight, so... There we go, nice and straight. Gonna take out one building here. That's unfortunate. But the town's grown, so that's part of it. Now, as I put in this, it might pick it all up, and yes, it does. Awesome. You know, one thing that always concerns me, it lights up with white where it picks up, but whenever I gotta stop here, it doesn't light up the ones that are close to it, or touching it. So you can see the ones around it. Is the product actually going there? I don't know. I sure hope so. Let's put it there, though. Okay, new line. Ooh, that's a far trip from there all the way down here. This is going to be a materials bricks. Well, it's called materials, but I just like to spell out bricks. Bricks to New Orleans. And let's go ahead and get a couple of vehicles out there on that route. I don't know how many it's really going to need. Moving to an actual town might not be as much as a production. So I'll still do 20 though, because of how far of a distance it is. And bricks to New Orleans, there we go. I got something lit up, a little highlighted right there. What is going on here? Multiple vehicles in bad condition? That's what you're telling me. Okay. That's all fine. Hey, did my speed go up any? It might have. What do we got here? 2,914? I thought I had more on there. Is it not full? It is full. That's 7,000. Okay, I guess some of these trucks are not full. That's 1,000. So that's actually not keeping up. Yep, there's the problem. It's not keeping up. Okay, so I can move some of these over to a different route here in just a second. Let's see how these routes are looking over here. How they're actually doing. Okay, so that route is over full. This route is not over full, but is it staying busy? So easy way to tell, I got 5 planks here heading in this direction. Is this a 5 plank or 2? Yes, it is. Let's see how much money we make on that. I'm really interested in that one. That'd be nice, I think. Ooh, $14,630. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. I'm actually going to go ahead and decrease the amount I have over here on this route. Go ahead and move them. Let's see here, the stone, the plant. Let's manage these vehicles. I'm going to grab 5 of them. Let's start with 5. That's a good idea. And we're going to go ahead and move those. Let's see here. Set line. Nope. How do I move them? Replace. Nope. Configure maintenance. Nope. I think it might be set line, actually. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. This is going to be wood and planks one. There we go. I don't know what 5s those were. Maybe it's this pink one and this pink one. Normally, one thing I like to do is find one that's empty before I do that, because the product's in there is just going to be wasted. Oh, yep, little backup right there. It's all good. And they're not quite getting full all the way either. Well, hey, you know you're full. Let's see if you're full coming into town here, too. What do we got? We got 1 out of 5. Not looking good. And you're backed up by a little buggy there. Hurry up and get out of the way. Is that Trevor? Yeah, they actually got names with these people. Hold on. I'll click on that. Gosh dang it. Yeah. Trevor Perry. Residential buildings is his destination. And then you got New Orleans, commercial buildings, Independence, by car, industrial buildings. Yeah, man, this is pretty in-depth. Really fun game, too. Hey, we got American Stagecoach. Heck yeah. Got some more speed on that. We even got a ship, too. Ooh, we're starting to get some leveled up equipment here. And some train stuff. I don't even want to look at the train stuff. It still makes me mad about that little mess up I did, but I just saw $3,000 there. Now, that wasn't even a full one. I think that was just a 1. Let's see what this 3 is. That's 9,000. Come on, give me a full one. Oh, that's empty. Completely empty. 4 out of 5. Let's see what that 4 out of 5 does. Come on, give me some good money. $12,000. Heck yeah. That's empty too. Okay, maybe I need to take a few off of there. I mean, it just got up and running, so... Also, another thing to consider, this production here will get faster as the shipment goes up. And there's different levels to it. So I'm not completely giving up on it quite yet, especially since it's about to come back. And this next load, or this next round of vehicles, they will probably be completely full. Now, how's this one doing over here? I don't think it's staying full again, and that's going to factor into the whole... how much it's shipping, how much is being transported, stuff like that as well. Yeah, it's not full. Okay, we're going to have to end up moving some of those around. Let's see what we're doing here. I'm going to upgrade all these to the new stuff and then get some more over there. Let's see here. Manage vehicles. I just got these two. Let's replace selected vehicles with one of these. Yes. That's 360 something thousand. Oh well. And then I'm going to go ahead and move some off this other rail that's proven to not be full. Now I got 20 over here. I'll go ahead and just select another 5 and send them over to that other line. That's a wood line for New Orleans. Yep. Wood 1 line. Yeah, that's going to take us down to 15 here. If that gets full again, maybe I'll tack on 1, 2, just try to keep an eye on it. And then we're staying pretty full over here as well with these little transports. $6,000 here. What is that? That's, oh, that's not staying full on the wood. What's going on with the wood? Guess the wood's not keeping us fast. Maybe I should send the wood or these vehicles over to this other wood place. Because it seems like it's grabbing a lot more wood here. It's not keeping up. Hey, I'm not too concerned about it. I'm really excited about the amount of money I'm making here. This is looking real good. Let's go ahead and get a quick look at our overall earnings all together here. In 1873, $331,000 profit. 1870, $412. 1875, we're up to almost $1 million profit. Almost. I mean, $750,000 right there. It stopped. 720,000. I think we can go up there quite a bit, especially if I stop spending on vehicles, because I spent $363,000 there on vehicles where I replaced them. And that would have took us up over that million. That is coming in nice. Maybe I should have started over here and everything. It is time for me to go ahead and start upgrading our vehicles. Now, I did say don't worry about the very bad. You'll end up upgrading and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to come over here to our main line, our main line. Let's see what the profits are on this line. It's our big dollar making one. It's the wood planks tools. I told you that one's going to be the best because there's less dead driving, deadheading, nothing in the box. That one was going to be the best. And it's proven to be the best. But another close one right here is El Paso, where I'm at right now. The one that's been thriving and doing real good. Let's go ahead and switch out all these vehicles. Now, we'll manage these vehicles. 40 of them, I don't know if that's too much. I got a feeling it's going to be. So we'll go ahead and replace them anyways and kind of see what happens. Let's $1.2 million. Yeah, this is going to increase our income over here quite a bit, I think. And it might be too much. It really might be too much. Oh, here's what I was talking about, crossing over and stuff. You see how they keep stopping, trying to cross over right there? I do not want that to happen. I guess I messed up there. See, stops, slows down. Need to try to avoid stuff like that. Every little bit, every little second is going to help, and it's going to add up. So now that we got 5 slots in there, and I think it's moving faster. Is it not moving faster? Hold on, let's go in here real quick. Replace. Before we were running 18 kilometers per hour, and now we're up to 20 kilometers per hour. I should switch all of that over to US. Can I do that real quick? Where is that at in settings? I am in the US, so I might as well, right? So power units, we'll switch over to horsepower. Speed, we'll switch over to miles per hour. Distance, we'll leave it as meters. I like meters. Money format, full or short. Okay, we're good there. Weight in tons. I'm pretty sure we still use those tons in America. I remember seeing that quite a bit with our weight of steel we purchased where I used to work. Maybe it's short ton, maybe? I don't know. I remember seeing tons spelled that way. Oh well, we'll leave it. My main thing was I wanted to change out the mile per hour part. So we'll take a while to get updated to see if this is actually too much or not. So let's see if we got one of these new ones hitting up this delivery spot here with a full load. 405, 405. So, oh, there we go. We got a 505 right here. Sweet. I think it's the next one coming in right there. That's $9,154, and we're a little backed up here. That's not good at all. That's definitely something I need to try to avoid, the whole stopping thing. So yeah, this might be too many vehicles. I definitely see it being too many because they're stopping here too. I'm gonna have to change that around. Now, stagecoaches. Should I upgrade that? I don't know. Let's see what the difference in the stagecoaches are. Let's see here. We'll just go into buy. Stagecoach, 12 miles per hour, 5 capacity. Good. Loading speed, I guess, is on there too. So what were they running before? 12 or 11 miles per hour. Okay. And 4 capacity. Guess I could upgrade them. There are a lot more older vehicles out there running. I want to go ahead and replace this line over here for the Wood 1 anchorage. Let's, oops, wrong button. Let's go ahead and click on that, manage vehicles. I'll replace all of them, maybe? You know what, let's delete 5 and then replace all of them after that. I don't know. Okay, yeah, let's just go ahead and replace them all. If I got too much, I'll figure out something to do with them. Let's do replace. These are in very bad condition. Hey, what's this right here? 12 miles per hour. Oh, wait, it's the same thing. My bad. I thought I got a new vehicle and I didn't notice it. So almost $1 million, $941,000 to replace that. We're sitting in very good conditions now. So more is being transported faster and obviously more of a quantity. So that means there's going to be more money being made. faster. Now this one over here, I'll go ahead and do the same thing, just upgrade it. I just feel like I'm gonna run into these same issues with it being too fast. Oh, especially with 35 of them. Yeah, let's go ahead and replace it. $1 million, heck yeah, looking good. What did we have that for, 27 years? Holy cow. I think that's what it said, those previous ones were 27 years. Now, I don't have to do that. I just want to do that to try to increase the amount of money being made on those lines. It looks like our trips over here, or our little human trafficking job we got going here. Gosh, this video is definitely getting flagged. It's doing okay, backing up a little bit on El Paso to Fairfield. Fairfield to Anchorage. Ooh, only one down here? That's not looking good. Is this even full? Yeah, it is full. Interesting. Is this one full? Yeah, I guess it's full there. Okay. These ones are full. Didn't see that coming. Okay. Whatever. It's good, I guess. Keep it moving. Money's going up too. We keep bouncing up there in the $3 million range. I think I finally got enough of a money profiting operation going where I can finish off those railroad tracks. Possibly. Let's see what's happening over here. Okay. Not bad. It's not showing it's over compacted. It's staying at a good, consistent size, I believe, here. It's not too low, not too high, I believe. And I think it's working out good. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see it completely empty, and I don't want to see it completely overfilled. Now, I think I might have one too many vehicles on here, possibly. Or possibly not, because looks like none of them are heading back. Wait, there's one right there. We got one heading back right now. So this is going to fill up by the time it gets back. Either way, it's looking good. Okay, how we doing over here? Starting to get packed up a little bit here. Backed up a little. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. That gives me an opportunity to come in here, probably take one of these off here. Gosh, I'm so full there. Come on, what are you doing? Did I put in like another port or something here? Because it's not getting full over here, is it? I don't know. I don't know what to do there. Keep it moving, y'all. Keep it moving. Maybe I could build another line. That way it can move out faster. Never thought about doing that. I had 2 lines from one spot. Never really ran into much of these issues like that, at least that I remember. I do know I want to add one more vehicle over here to this line. You know what? Let's do 2. Let's go 1, 2, clone. Good to go. 17. So I did mention that before. I'm not always trying to go in increments of 10 or 5. We'll do onesies and twosies here and there once we figure out what works the best. Try to get it down, and that will change. Just like I said, we got different levels here. It looks like we're level 2 on this construction material, and once I start shipping more out of there to other places, it will go up as well. Now the quarry is not going to level up, but it's showing a shipment of 200. Once it hits that max 400, that's it. That's all it can produce. Well, it will keep producing that number over and over again. It's not going to run out. Okay, let's see if I can find any other spots. No, I'm not going to worry about it. I think we're going for the train track. I think I'm dumb enough to do it. Let's put it that way. Oh gosh, I'm an idiot. Should I do this? I don't know. Yeah, let's do it, I guess. I believe I was running the longest length here. We'll go ahead and go with a cargo terminus. Yes, I was. 320. I'm sure that hurt quite a bit. You know, during the editing, I realized I spent a whole lot of money on just these terminals. Gosh. I can't believe I didn't notice that at all, and then I was just like, oh man, I'm out of money. How did that happen? Pretty much like it is in real life. I'm like, oh no, I'm out of money. How'd that happen? As I'm sitting there eating fast food. I like that angle. I think it'd be a pretty good angle, not too much where it's going to slow it down or anything. Now, there's quite a bit of a hill here, quite a bit of a slope. Let's see here, can I get lower? No, that's as low as I can get. Yep, that's going to be a pretty penny on the little... whatever it's called, the little track cost here. Go and connect these. I think I'm at the right one. I'm pretty excited to do this though. Let's see here. Oops, let off that. I guess I gotta hold it the whole entire time. And there we go. Now, how much does it slow down? None. 75 max speed all the way through. And I want it to be pretty fast all the way through too, because they're not gonna stop at all these. Oh wow, I was wanting to build a bridge there. Coming back down here, 219,000. Sure is probably right around the same or more on that last one. Okay, we're good there. Now this is a dead end stop right here, so we can do this terminus one. Go ahead and attach it to the road, I guess. Yeah, $715,000. It's going to pick it up there. Now let's get those tracks going. Now I got a couple options here. Utilize these same tracks over and over again, obviously, is probably what I'm going to do for now. But I was also thinking about shooting a straight route just from here all the way back over here to this production. But obviously that's going to cost a lot of money, so we're just going to have to run a lot of the same stuff on the same track. We're going to run the same train too. Oh, I guess that's crossing over or something? What's going on here? Oh wait, I let off the button. I got to hold it. Keep forgetting I got to hold it down. There we go, looking nice. It is there. Holy cow, we made it there. I think we are getting some trains in this episode, possibly. Possibly. I don't know. Now, one thing I do like to do is do a little crossover so they can kind of go through whichever part they want to go through. Is it not going to let me cross over? Too much curvature? What are you talking about? Too much curvature? Used to always cross over here. There it goes, just like that. Do like a little X thing. And I think there's actually mods that make this a lot easier. Like they'll actually build the little X thing and you just place it in there. Maybe I used to do it at the beginning. Hold on one second. Let me delete that little section there. There we go, we're still good there. I think I used to do it at the beginning here. Because it doesn't let me go into the dock or terminal. I just get to come out here, go as far as I can. So it says too much curvature is gone. That's another reason why I made these terminals so long. There it is, yep. A little extra right there so they cross over pretty nicely and pretty easily. There we go. Heck yeah. Starting to get this put together pretty nicely, I think. And then another one down here. Gosh, how many stops do I have? So, you know, I could have easily got away with just doing one train track. And I don't know. I feel like I probably should have, obviously, to save money. And I'm going to use the same train going back and forth. So why didn't I do one train track? That's because I want to do more than one train. There we go, crossover there, one more crossover, and we'll be a little bit closer here. Now, another thing I need to do is put in a spot to get the trains, just like this right here. Let's see here, how do I want to do this? Go ahead and put it in like this, I guess, possibly. Perfect. I'm glad workers don't actually have to get to this. And what else do I have here? Tracks. So basically I want it to connect to both tracks. Too much curvature. Okay, no, we're good. There we go. It could connect there. And then it could connect to the other line as well right there. Too much curvature. Get that curvature fixed. Come on. Stop telling me too much curvature. There we go. Got that fixed. Perfect. Now there are some signals I got to put in too. One way, no. Okay, I don't want one way. Let's see here. We'll put it in right here, so that should stop if there's a train on the track here. And then also I'll put in one right here as well. Right there, I guess. Like I mentioned, mods, they actually have this where it goes on both sides of the track. But we'll put one right there. I feel like that's going to be an issue, them kind of running into each other. And then also you want these down here as well. Oh man, I can't. I might have messed something up here. Maybe I wasn't supposed to go all the way up against there with the tracks. It's all good. And then I kind of put them randomly in places too. So I don't have them set up as one way, but that's pretty much what it is. It is going to go one way. I'm going to try to force these trains to go in one direction. Now, the reason why I'm putting them in so many different places, let's say we got a train stopped right here waiting for the tracks to clear. If a train stopped right there, and I got another one all the way down here, it's gonna be stopped down here too. So this allows it to be stopped in different places on the tracks by putting more and more in there. Did I cross over here? Yes, I did. Sweet. Heck yeah. Even put a little stop thing here just in case they want to stop for traffic, right? They ain't stopping for anybody. And that's the end. That is the end of the line right there. And I am super excited for this one because we're gonna get some trains. I mean, who doesn't love trains? Hey, raise your hand if y'all have ever been on a train. You know, you could put a little hand emoji down in the comments for that one. I have done a few train trips, time or two. Pretty cool. And really, really slow in America. Really fast outside of America, though. But either way, let's get those trains and get them going here in just a second. Oh, did I make that one long? I think it is long. Actually, let's not get those trains yet because we got to make these stops. So by these stops, this is what I'm talking about. Let's make these lines here. So the whole idea here is I really want to start from here. That's fine, I can start from there. And then we're going to go here. And then we're going to go here. And then we're going to go all the way back here. And that's it. That's the line. Now it's telling me to stay on the same line, huh? I don't like that. I would like to pass through over here. So how do I change that? Let's see here. How do I change which one it passes through? Because it's coming in here. That's fine. That's fine if it just comes in one, comes out the other. What the issue is, the fast travel in this direction, because I did mention I want to get more than one train. So I want one coming this way and I want one going that way at the same exact time. Why is it crossing over? Oh, wait a second. I just saw that line's coming in that way too. Okay, so something else is crossed over wrong, I think. Possibly. Oh, no, wait a second. I see what the issue is. Let's see here. Erie. I need to change that line it's on. Terminal 2. There we go. Keep those lines moving in that one direction. Well, I guess I could have put in those one-way things where it would have automatically done this for me. And you want to turn around right there next to the train track? Go ahead. All you, man. All you. Now, you know, 4, will it... Oh, no, it's just going to go in and out like that. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter which one it goes in and out. And it will just turn around right there. Now, I think that's kind of weird, kind of dumb, I think. I wish there was like a turnaround spot or you had to build a turnaround spot, but also I like how easy it is where it just turns around right there. So train tracks here. Oh my gosh, this is big jump right here. This is a lot. We're doing oil to the oil refinery. Well, we're doing crude oil to the oil refinery, oil from the oil refinery, all the way over to the fuel refinery. But what do I name this? Oil to fuel line. That's good enough for me. Now, there's only going to be one in there for me to select from. And what is this called? This is a fuel refinery. Okay, I called that right. Good. Now, let's go ahead and buy. And we kind of got to build this up, too. Let's see what our options are here. 25 miles an hour, 28 miles per hour, 37 miles per hour. That is looking real nice. And that is where we're going to go with 386 horsepower. It's got the largest horsepower, got the largest speed. And that's nowhere near our track capacity. Our track capacity is 75 all the way through and through, and it can get faster. And I do plan on it getting faster one day. So we'll go ahead and buy one of these. I think it just adds to the bottom. It doesn't actually buy right now. Yeah, it does add to the bottom. And then the next thing we need is we need something to move this product. What do we got here? Tank cars. This is going to move every single product we need. So we just need a bunch of tank cars. But there's something you got to keep an eye on. Look at your miles per hour down there. I think it's the miles per hour, or wait, right here on the right. That's what I'm looking for. It's telling me this is mediocre. That's good. Was there anything above that? That's excellent. Of course it's excellent. It's only 1. You gotta be kidding me. But what am I looking for? This is really going to affect a lot in there. So let's keep it in the good range for now. Possibly. Gosh dang, I don't know. I really feel like I should be able to do a lot more than that. But I also got to think, hey, this is not modern equipment like you see nowadays where they got a whole long line. So let's just leave it in the good range. And I'll make a couple of these. And this is $2 million. We got 4.3 million. And I do need to get that speed back up there. So we'll go ahead and buy this one for now. And there's the train. I can duplicate it later. But I need to finish out the line. I didn't actually finish the line out correctly. Let's go ahead and speed that time back up so we can actually start getting some money in. And what did I mess up on the line? I didn't say what I wanted to pick up, where I wanted to pick up, or where I wanted to drop off, stuff like that. So we're going to come back in here and manage line real quick. So Erie, where the heck's Erie? Right here. Here's the Erie stop. So at Erie, I want you only to pick up crude oil. And that's right there. Good. And then next stop, El Paso. I want you to only pick up crude oil. So if it's not full here, it's going to pick up here. And then over at El Paso siding, I want you to pick up something else, but I also want you to unload crude oil only. and I want you to pick up oil. And then the last stop, Erie East, all the way down here at the refinery, I want you to drop off that oil. That is oil, right? Yep, oil. There we go, unload that oil. Done. That's exactly what I want you to do for every single step there. Now let's get it going. I am really excited to see how much money this makes. It does make a little bit more. And all those vehicles, those ones on the buggies, horse and carriage, I'm going to delete all those off and end that line. Let's see here. At least I think I am. I know it's going to start taking from these two, and it's not necessarily going to need this one here. Where am I? There we go. Train, add you to the line, oil, to fuel. Done, 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 done. I'm so excited for this. I don't really care for you going that direction, but it's all good. I understand. You do you, man. I'll keep this running for a little while, I think. Let's see here. We got oil coming in here? No. Or crude? Nothing there yet. How about this one? No, nothing there yet either. I think I might have to delete this one so it can start picking up at the other stuff. So that is what I'll do. Let's go ahead and go to this manage vehicles. Just straight up sell them all off. Because I need that going. Sell selected. I put all that money in there. I definitely need it going. Hey, what do we make there? Quite a bit, I guess. And then we're going to shut down this line. Manage line. How do I shut this line down? Just click the X over here, I guess. Yes. Done, 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 done. And I can delete that. That way I save on money because I believe that costs me money each time around, along with this little building as well. What's that going to delete? Oh, okay. Ooh, I was really worried. I thought I was going to delete something in there. Okay, we're good, we're good. And then I think I'll delete that too. That's just so far away from anything else I may need. Yeah, let's delete that. Like I said, save on some money. And of course, get some money in there as well. Okay, good. 21 there. What do we got here? 19 there. I would love and prefer for them to pick up here because that's going to be more money. But the train's already heading in that direction, so it's all good. Oh, wait a second. We already got oil here? Oh, of course we already got oil because we had crude going there already. So I think this might have made me some money on this little trip here. Let's see your terminal. Nope. It's not. Oh, wait. Load it. No. Maybe I'm not reading that right. It's all good. Let's see what we can do, though. And you're moving fast. You're booking it, bro. I am loving that. Yeah, I think they actually brought 14 oil over there. Did I get oil here? Oh, I did. Sweet. Heck yeah, let's check those charts. How much money did we just make there? I think that's like $10,000, maybe. Possibly. It's all good. Now, here's the thing to consider. Is it filling up over here before it even gets over here? Where did the train go? Gosh, where's that train? Is it really that fast? Am I blind? Oh, there it is right there. You gonna stop or something, bro? I don't know. Oh, you're already full, so you didn't even need to stop. That's the thing to consider too. Is it just gonna waste my time stopping over and over again? Possibly. And man, these trains are expensive, so I don't know if they're really gonna be worth it. Maybe I can go past the good portion because we're doing 26 miles an hour and I think we're going uphill there. Maybe I can make it a little longer, go down to a different one, like mediocre or something. I can always add to it as well. And how much you about to pick up there? Only 13. I'm a bummer. $290,000 right there. That's nice. Now the finished trip all the way back is going to be a lot more because of how far that is, and it's going to be a lot more once it's full. We need a full compartment there. Well, let me go ahead and jump on this line here, manage these vehicles. I'm going to duplicate it however many times I can. I think I need to get a good amount out there. Let's see here. Clone, selected vehicle. And let's wait a while. I need to try to separate them. I don't know if there's an easier way of trying to separate them or not. Kind of excited though. Is this thing going to fill all the way up? I don't think so. I don't think it's enough. No, we're only 13. Come on. Boo. I don't like that. I think I might be able to get like 4 of these trains out here easily with no issue, and it's probably not even going to be enough. Heck yeah, it's coming along pretty nicely though. I like that. And I need to probably look into some other sort of train lines as well. Let's see here. We got this line over here that I forgot all about, to be honest with you. We'll go ahead and upgrade the vehicles over here. Manage these vehicles, 30 of them on there. We're going to need to get another grain heading over there as well. Let's replace. They're in very bad condition. Really no big deal though. I really don't need to replace them. Almost $1 million. Want to replace them for the higher speed and the more capacity. That's why I'm replacing them. If they didn't improve at all, I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, it looks like you're not going to have very much over here to pick up in general. and this one's going to fill up first. So the one closest to the depot, to the actual factory, I guess, gives you the most products. I'm starting to see that and learn that now. Kind of interesting on that one. I never caught that. Man, I'm loving these train routes. There's actually an achievement out there where you run nothing but trains until like 2050 or something like that. So I've done the trains from the start, no issue. I just was not paying attention to my money there and ended up blowing it all. The next one I want to turn into a train route right here. This one right here. Now, one thing does concern me about this route is I think I need different carts. We got wood and planks. I think those will be different carts. Let's go back over here to our train depot thing and see what kind of configuration options we have in there. We got a box car. No. Okay. Hey, look here. We got a flat car, side stakes. That does our wood and our planks. So that would probably be a good addition for a new train track as well. But I don't think I'm done over here yet. We still got a lot of oil to move here. A whole lot. And I think I know what I'm going to do here. Since this is obviously moving slow, real slow, I think I'm going to build a route just from this oil well just to here. That's it. That's all it's going to do. And that way it's going to provide a full capacity here on the way back. Now, after a while, I believe this will get full, I think. But yeah, let me go ahead and do that real quick. We're going to pump another line in there. New line here, El Paso to here. It's going to be oil train, whatever. Oil short. That's good enough. Name it whatever I want. And then I'm going to go ahead and duplicate. I guess I ain't got to duplicate. I know what it was. It wasn't that hard. It was that, and then I did a bunch of these until it said it was no longer good. There we go, went down to mediocre. So 35 capacity, let's go ahead and buy that real quick. Now I can put another engine on there as well if I want to keep it in that good and add more distance to it. May look into that eventually. And then this is going to be oil short. That should do the job. Now with all these little stopper things, the little signals, yeah, stopper things. Now with all these little signals, I should have no issue there with that running. Oh, you better not grab anything there. Okay, no you're not. Okay, good. Ooh. So it should automatically do stuff correctly, but that's why, I think I mentioned it before, it doesn't always do it correctly. So that's why I go in there and select what I want it to pick up, where I want it to pick up whenever I start getting into multiple things. And how are we looking down here? Oh, wait, I got that fuel going nowhere. Oh, that fuel needs to go into the town. I forgot all about that. Let's get that fuel into the town. It's just a short little route right here. And I'm not liking this whole setup here. So we're going to take that out, that is a street, like a city street. That's fine with me. I'll run with the city street. I don't want to curve here, though. Make it look a little more natural. There we go. Perfect. I need to upgrade it, too. Awesome thing here to upgrade. Let's see here. Can I not upgrade that? Oh, wait. There we go. Upgraded there. I can even upgrade it there. Sweet. Wasn't sure if I'd have enough room to upgrade with being pinched in between these two items, but it worked. Now, let's put some sort of little port here. We're definitely not going to run very many vehicles. we just can't. And I like that. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Just straight shot down the city part right there. And then, let's see here, put you right about there, possibly? Seems like you're kind of building out this direction. You know how that works. That even reaches some of the bread over there. Not worried about the bread, at least not yet. Oh, that reaches the train, too. So if I do want to bring bread over here, I can. Let's go ahead and build that line real quick. New line, there, to there. And we're going to have a little overlap with our human trafficking route. Hey, new train, sweet. This is going to be fuel to Erie, pretty simple. They're going to pick up fuel, they're going to take it to Erie. Now, I don't have any train or, I don't have any depots over here. I'll go ahead and build one real quick. Where do I want to put it, though? Kind of want it to be neutralized in an area. Centralized, I guess. Not neutralized, centralized. Yeah, I guess I'll just put it up here, out of town. Doesn't got to be out of town either. I could just put it right here on the city street. It'd do its job right there. Looking good. And go ahead and buy a couple of these. Like I mentioned, won't be able to move much. Just a little bit. I'm going to run 5 of them. That might be too much. It really might be. Let's see here. Fuel to Erie. There we go. Perfect. Might take a little while for it to get up and running full speed, but it's all good. That's one thing I should probably do differently is not overload it to get it up to running full speed, but underload it and add to it as it gets up and running to full speed. Okay, which one's this? This is train 3, so that's that special short route. This is the longer route. Let's see what we make there. 290,371. Here's the short route, and you're gonna stop, right? Maybe, maybe not. Kinda had me worried there, man. Gotta wait for you to get out. And with this being the shorter route, I'm expecting a lower income, of course. But I really just want to get the product over here a little bit faster. 208,000. Okay, good. Now, this train heading back, is that a full load? Please be. Oh, yes, it is. It is a full load. Let's see what we're getting on a full load all the way back. I'm pumped up, so excited for this. We might even drive this train. Let's see here. How do I get in that thing? In the depot? Nope. I thought I could get in it somehow. Set line? Nope. Oh, wait, there it is right there. Choo choo, mother. Oh, yeah, it's nothing fancy, but whatever. Hey, there's the conductor. Heck yeah. Yo, this is sweet. Oh, man, I wasn't paying attention. How much was that? Gosh, dang it. I've checked the next one. I was just playing around there with the old camera thing and taking some snippets for the thumbnail. My bad. Whatever. Okay, I gotta focus a little better this time. This is the one. I mean, do I really gotta focus? I think I'm gonna up these carts too. It just, I don't know. It seems like I can up them. It's still going pretty fast. It's going its full speed. I believe 31, 32 is its full speed. Now, this is a downhill slope, but even on some of the uphill slopes, it seems like it's going pretty fast as well. Okay, uphill slope right here, going down to 20, 19, 18, 17. Okay, 17 miles an hour, not bad. So that might be our worst spot right there. And of course, it's going to get lower and lower once I add more tankers to it. I don't know if it'll ever get bad enough where it can't move. I'm not sure on that one, maybe. I don't think I've ever made it that bad. I'm too scared to go outside the good range. Oh, I just saw them build a house there. That's pretty cool. And they will definitely start building more houses as we start providing more and more of these products. So we're providing people, and we're providing the fuel, and that's $467,000 right there. Holy cow, we're up to almost $7 million. That is sweet. Loving that. Now, how are we doing on this fuel route here? Is it not cranking out as fast as I thought it would? Now, that doesn't appear like it is. Let's see here. Is this empty? Nope, that's not empty. Let's go ahead and start deleting a few of these, though. You, I'll go ahead and sell, I guess. Let's see here. What? How do I sell? Reverse. Nope. Let's just... Nope. Oh, there's an option here where I can just straight up sell. Got an option to stop you. Maybe I gotta stop you first. That might be it. You got something in there now, so I don't want to. Stopped. It's in the depot, I guess. Oh, wait, there it is right there. Sell. Gotcha. And we'll go ahead and sell that one too. So we're down to 3 on this line now. If it ends up getting backed up over here, I'll up it by 1. But 5 was too many. And this being a really short route, I'm kind of interested. How much is a full load? Right there, 5 of them full. Traffic's being an issue, $4,104 per load right there. I think it will turn a profit. I hope it will turn a profit. And speaking of profits, let's take a look into here and see what's happening here with our lines. Now, our human trafficking ones, gosh, I probably should stop saying that. Our human cargo ones, that's not any better. Our human cargo ones are still bringing a profit somehow. Interesting. But our top of the line one is oil to fuel. Just straight up oil to fuel. That's a nice one. It's delivering long loads. It's delivering the long load of crude oil. It's delivering the long load of oil, making huge amount of money. I probably should have started with trains just right off the bat. Could have made me money faster probably. But let's see what we can do with those trains a little more as far as starting to get El Paso a little bit bigger. And that's either going to be passengers or just cargo. First, I'm going to focus on cargo. Now, that is a very long line to get the food there. Very long line. Don't think I got anywhere near enough money because the food's going to come all the way from here. Possible? Yes. Should I do it? Yes. Am I going to do it? Yeah, I will. Now, I'm looking at this. I can actually skip through the mountain and go right through here, actually. Oh, man, that's pretty cool. Didn't even think about that. I was thinking more of trying to follow these cities because one train track's good. I don't want multiple tracks out there. All right, change plans. I'm moving my food routes from these 2 farms down here to this plant. And the way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna use the river. That stuff pays really good too. So we're gonna be getting into some ships. Holy cow, we're getting trains and ships this episode? No, I don't think so. We're gonna start getting the ships. I don't think we're gonna get them. Let's put in some sort of port here. Cargo. And I think that will reach. Wait, can I make it bigger? Yeah, let's go large. Terminals, we just need one. Let's make sure that reaches $701,000. Holy cow. Gosh, we got a lot of money there. Where in the world's all this money come from? I still got that on the upgrade option. I know exactly where it's coming from. And that's going to connect there. Perfect. Now we'll click back on this and it's showing it's still connected there. Good. Love it. Great. Now I could easily do another train route, but we're next to the water. Let's utilize the water the best we can. And then we're going to do another cargo one, still large. And this one will actually connect to the road this time around. Like that. I got to build a little road here. Perfect. What I'm going to do is pretty much the same thing I'm doing with the trains. We're going to go stop here, deliver here. Now I'm not bringing anything back. That's a waste. Can I bring anything back? Looking around a little here, not really seeing anything I could bring back. I was hoping I could bring some of that food back down here. Actually, you know what? I might be able to. Hold on. We got this flint steel right there. What do I got here? Ooh, I got some iron. But does it use the same thing? I really don't know. Let's worry about the backtrack route later. Right now, I just got to make sure this connects. Let's put it up in there as far as I possibly can. Please connect, please connect. That's going to be an issue if it doesn't. It's going to kind of ruin my plans a little. Come on. Yes, it does. Sweet. Sweet puppy dogs. That's a win right there. Now, next up is we need a shipyard. Where in the world do I want to put this? I don't want to buy a bunch, so I'll just kind of put it in the middle-ish of the map. This looks like the middle. You know what? Maybe I'll buy a few of them. I'll just put it right here for now. That will do the job, and I don't like it being there. Let's put it on this side. That way, at least it seems like it's connected to the civilization, because I don't think there's much civilization down here. Well, there's a town of Hartford. That's actually the closest town to that. Maybe I should have put it on this side. Really doesn't matter too much. Okay, ships. I want to see what I got. Pretty excited about this. So, cargo options. Okay, we got a fuel tanker there. We got a person tanker there. All compartments. Okay, 2 different compartment options. That's pretty cool. So we can separate 2 different things if we have 2 different items. Now, it takes all. I like that as well. This is very specific. This one is not very specific. Now, looking into these, I think I'm going to go with the biggest and best one right here. 16 miles per hour, 14, 16. Yeah, that one right there. Do I got enough time to get it? Maybe. But we'll hold off on it for right now. Just kind of waste away that money on there. Let's put this route together. Go there to there. And then all the way down to here. And then also let me make sure these routes are running correctly and working correctly. Why are you guys crossing over each other? I do not want you to cross over each other. Oh, well, you do you, whatever. I don't care. So Flintport, you're going to load up on... Oh, sorry. I just got a little stumbled there. I was actually thinking a little more about using this up here as a back route. That way I don't waste anything. Anyways, Flintport, you're going to load up on food or grains. There it is right there. It's grain, ain't it? Yep, grain. And then the next port, Lower Flint, you're going to load up on grain as well. And then the next port, you're going to load up on nothing. You're going to unload. Go ahead and unload. You're going to unload some grains. Heck yeah. Now I got another option here. I could put another port in, connect to here. Kind of tempted not to though. That way I can backtrack a little there. Hey, this is pretty nice. I can actually see the stuff a little better this way in this menu. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I don't know. Because I kind of want to use this one to run up to here. Come on, give me something good. Yeah, you know what? We'll do it. We'll pick up from here and unload at Flintport. That way it's not completely empty. At least it's got something coming back. It's going to increase the amount of money. So over here at Flintport, we're going to unload iron. That's what it is. It's not coal. I may have said coal a couple of times there. But in order to do that, we need to get those routes going as well. And it will not take that or accept it unless there is a destination for it to go to. For example, I got to have the port over here already rocking and rolling before it's even going to load up on the ship. Well, let me get this port over here rocking and rolling. Let's see here. We're just going to go pretty simple. Keep it, not do anything fancy here. I ain't got enough room to do any of that fancy stuff I normally do. So we'll do that right there. So it's going to unload at the port and it's going to automatically go into this area right here. I ain't got do a little trip in between. And then from there, I want to take it all the way down here. Heck yeah. Pop you right there. Now, do I got any depot around here? I don't think I do. Hey, we got Flint, Michigan over here. Great place, right? Nope, not seeing anything. Oh well, all good. Let me put in a new one. Well, I did take one out earlier, so it's not like I'm wasting much. Kind of like to put it in over here. That way, if I want to do anything in Flint, I can work off this one. I didn't make any line here. Let's go ahead and make that line real quick. Come on, where am I going? There we go. We'll go there to there. We're going to call this iron to Flint steel, and that's good. So this is what I was talking about earlier, where I should probably just onesies and twosies it onto the course and add more later. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna buy one. This is gonna be on that Flint one. What is it? Iron to Flint steel. There we go. And it's just gonna run back and forth into a, what is it? Into a boat. Catches up to it. Now I gotta get that iron from there over to here. Pretty simple, right? Yes. Now, I am going to go ahead and build a road too. That way they don't got to go out on the main road. Actually, that's the same road. Really doesn't matter. Oh, well, I'm still going to build a road. I'm too committed to this idea of building a road. I'm actually starting to get tired of doing all that extra customization to this thing. So I'm just going to start slapping it in there just like that. And that's going to pick up there, and then we're just going to unload over here. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just this right here will work. I'm really hoping they don't try to loop around. What I mean by that is come out here and loop all the way back around. I guess we'll see. Let's check it out real quick. And no, they are not trying to loop all the way around. They loop around right there, or turn around right there. Now, what is this over here? Is this Anchorage? Is this considered Anchorage? Well, what's this port? It's Elizabethport. That's what the route's going to be. So iron to Elizabethport. Let's manage that line real quick. I could change the name here. Iron to Elizabeth. I should know how to spell this. It's my wife's middle name, but oh well. Port. Yeah. And a couple of these truckos right here, they're going to go over there. Well, these ones right here on this line. Green. Let's manage this line real quick. Oops, nope. Let's manage these vehicles. Oh man, clicked on the wrong thing. I'll get it down one day. Come on, hurry up. Manage vehicles. Go ahead and slop 5 of them over there. I say slop 5 of them over there. Does that even make sense? I don't know. Let's see here. Clone, nope. Oh, we need to move them. Okay, what was the name of that one again? Iron, no. What was it called? Iron to Elizabethport. Yep, there we go. For some reason, I feel like that's not iron. I guess it is, though. I did put them over there, correct? Yes. Now, I don't think anything's going to load into here. No, it's not. Nothing's going to load into here until that line is completed with those ships. And one big issue with playing a game like this is I got to remember where the heck I was last time around, because it's been a week since I've actually played this game. Let's figure this out. Now, of course, I've got the episodes coming out kind of consistently. At least I hope I can keep up with that. Now, I do know, because I keep some notes, that we are making a boat line here. I already got the boat line made up. Let's go ahead and buy that boat now, or boats, plural. I wish there was an easier way of separating the distance between these, like say, hey, set the distance between these vehicles here, here, and here. I don't see that being an option. I don't know why. I'm not sure. Oh well, let's just go ahead and purchase one of these boats. I'm not sure which one yet. I guess this one right here. I did notice something wrong with this one versus a different one. That price, holy cow, that price is way up there. $131,000 per year for this Dunara Castle one. And then we can go a lot lower here, or even lower here. I don't know. We'll just go ahead and eat that cost for that extra 2 miles per hour. Oh, well, that's the same speed right there. Also, we're getting extra compartment space. Up to 100 capacity. Yeah, that ain't too bad, right? Let's do it. We'll buy one. Let's go ahead and pop it onto this line one. Oh, man, I didn't name this line. Let's go ahead and name that line. Now, rest of it should be set up. I'll go ahead and confirm that real quick as well. We'll click on that line. We can change the name here. This is going to be a food route. Food route's good enough, whatever. Food route 1. It's on the ship line or water line or whatever I'm trying to say. Now this line should be set up correctly. Looks like I did go in here and change stuff. That little blue outline will tell me that it's been changed. Okay, hey, good enough. Let's get it going. See our little shippy ship come out right here. Heck yeah, loving that. That is crazy. Oh, there's even a little person in there, like a captain? Heck yeah. I guess everything does have somebody driving it, at least. I've noticed that. That's pretty cool. Now, first stop right here. Don't know why it's coming in that direction right there, but it's going to grab a little bit. Then it's going to go to the next stop, grab a little bit more. And we'll catch up with that eventually. It only got 1 grain off of there. More grain should be coming in on this one right here. Why is there not more grain coming in? That is kind of weird. Well, you know, it's not going to take that much. It's actually going to say, hey, this is the main route. This is where it's all going to come from. Until I shut this line down. So let's go ahead and shut this line down. We're going to take all these vehicles that we have available here, 25 of them. We're going to send them back to the depot because I got a feeling I'll end up needing those at a later point. The depot's right here. I think I'll need them at a later point, probably. With all those vehicles now being off that line, we can actually go ahead and delete that line. Grain 1 to Anchorage, whatever. Not sure what I'd be naming this stuff. I've actually been doing some personal playthroughs as well, changing up the ways I name things. So we'll see what happens here. I guess I'll delete this little road section. I think I might have to pay for that road section. All the roads I build, I believe I have to pay for. At least I think I do. Maybe I don't. There's a weird option in here. Maybe y'all can help me out. We can turn on player ownership, keep, no, or yes. Does anybody know what the heck that's about and where those fees and everything come in on that? I'd love to know more about that in the comments. Please help me out. And after I put this route in right here, I realized something. I should have just put in a ship dock right here. No big deal. We got lots of money coming in and it's pretty nice. Now this is off and going, doing good. It's probably not got much in it. Let's look at it. Yeah, only 1 grain. You got to be kidding me. Back here at our 2 ports, we got Flint port right here with 32 sitting in it, and then Lower Flint with 14 in it. This is our opportunity. We go ahead and select this route, go to manage vehicles, pop in another one because it's down there a little ways. So this should work out pretty good. It's already like halfway down there. It's going to grab that, keep running and run. I'll let those two kind of run back and forth. I'd say they're a good distance apart. Now, while those two are running, we got a lot of fuel and crude oil issues over here I got to deal with. And the biggest issue is the fact that I realized I made these trains way too short. I was going for that good number. And then after watching a couple videos, I realized I could probably do mediocre. Try to keep them in the mediocre range, I think. Not a bad idea. So let's go into our managed lines. What is this? Oil to fuel? Just that little short line? Or nope, hold on. That ain't it. Oil to fuel. Okay, no. I'm looking for the short line. Is it this one right here? Oil short. Yeah, that's what it's even called right there. Heck yeah. So we'll start with this one upgrading. We'll go ahead and come down here, add a bunch of carts until it says mediocre. And once it stops saying mediocre, we'll take one away. Make sure it just says mediocre on there. And holy cow, how long is this bad boy about to get? Maybe I won't even need this. Okay, drop down to 4. We'll bump it back up to mediocre. 189 capacity. Let's verify that for $4 million. You gotta be kidding me. It went from a 4 here all the way up to a 27. That is ridiculous. This is gonna make us some good money, I think. Now, that's not the only line I want to do this to, but we'll just start with that for right now. These 2 trains right here, I don't know if I can edit them at the same time. Possibly. There's a replace option. Let's edit these selected vehicles. Oh, I guess I can. Pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and just add 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Not bad. Not doing the whole full length like I did earlier with that long one for the short oil route, but it's going to get it going, I think. And this is actually not too long, so that's good. That's real good. I was kind of worried it'd be a little bit too long. And we got a lot of new stuff coming in. I just saw a trolley pop in, possibly. Is that what that was? Here, let me delete this road over here. I'm still back on that theory of I might have to pay for that road. Now, there's something about a trolley. I thought I saw a trolley. Trolley. Where you at? I'm actually looking for one of these road depots so I can see what all I have in here now. Okay, nope, nothing there. So it would be in a different depot, not this kind of depot. Not a road depot. There is a different one out there. Looks like our train there in the top right, I stayed attached to it. It's up to 189 now as far as how much oil's in there. And this is going to move pretty slow, or crude oil. I think it's going to move pretty slow. And what do we got? We got an uphill slope right here. Yeah, this is uphill all the way up to the next stop. Not bad. 13 miles an hour. I don't know. I don't know if that's bad. Now it's down to 12. This is not looking too good, but I feel like the profit coming off of it's going to be really, really good. 9 miles an hour. Oh, no. I'm on 8. Ooh, this ain't gonna come to a stop, is it? 7? No. Okay, maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe not go all the way to 4, then back off. Maybe just adding those couple I just did a second ago is probably the correct route. And I also think this might be a little too much as far as being able to keep up with the production. Really slow though, really slow. Dropped all the way down to 7 miles an hour, but it didn't block any other trains, at least not yet. I feel like it is going to get in the way eventually. All good though. Really want to see how much money we're going to make on this. Come on, give me something good, give me something good. What did that say? I didn't see a price. What the heck? Why didn't I not see a price? I do got that turned on, right? Okay, yeah, it is turned on. Gosh, dang it. I don't think this next one's going to be a full one. Looking at the stop here, okay, yeah, this next one will definitely be a full one with 207 sitting in there. Our oil to fuel, that one's proven to be an issue. Even down here, it's full, 405. So we definitely need to make those lines longer. And I believe they're holding up pretty good on their speed. What is this? Various diagrams show the development of your company. I don't really care about that, whatever. Do need to get a headquarters in. I don't think I've got a headquarters in quite yet. 63 loaded up right there. That's going to come out pretty good. We are going downhill 31 miles an hour. I'm more interested to see how it handles on this hill going up here. This seems to be our little trouble spot. There's another uphill location somewhere along this route that I noticed we come across. I think it's right here in this section. Let's see how this one right here, how much does it even have attached to it? Let's see how it does though. Speeds are slowing down, 20, 19, 18. Still interested to see how much this makes over here. Where the heck you at? You're coming in right there. Okay, I'm watching the top right of another train on a hill. It's down to 10 miles an hour, and then I'm trying to watch this one come in and see how much money I make off this. This may be my last full one right here. Okay, so it looks like that dropped down to 10 miles an hour right there in that section. I am interested in that same section with that same length here in a second, which I can see in the background that it's coming up on there. Come on, show me those numbers. Maybe I got zoomed in too close. I'm not sure how that works. There we go, $1.1 million. And this is another train right here. Okay, it's rolling good, 19 miles an hour. Okay, that's real good. So we're gonna go ahead and drop this. Manage vehicle, let's drop off quite a bit of these. It just got way too much. And how long is this other one? Hold on one second, let's see here. I do want to make this one longer. That's at a 9. Let's go for an unlucky number 13. Apparently 13 is not a good number. Supposed to be like an unlucky number of some sort. So we'll do 13. I want that number to say 13. We'll just go ahead and start dropping a bunch of these. I don't know if I should do it right now. Okay, yeah, it's only got 31 in there. Yeah, not much at all. I don't know where it would say 13 cars or anything like that, so I'm just gonna start dropping quite a bit of them. Modify. Hey, 13. Holy cow, I hit that one right on the spot. Maybe that wasn't an unlucky number. And I got $2.6 million back. I'm sure I didn't make a profit off of that. Okay, we're gonna manage these vehicles now. They're saying 9. So let's add 4 to them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I added 4 earlier, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's gonna come out pretty nicely. And possibly still make it up this pain of a hill over here. That seems like it's the slowest area. Hitting 10 miles an hour right now, but it's not full. Okay, went down to 9. Got the carts, but it's not full of everything in those. Okay, there we go. I think we're actually good to go ahead and move this train off of this short route. I think it finally caught up good enough with the oil production. Let's do that. Let's take it off this short route over to oil to fuel, and it should do its job. Possibly, I don't know. I'm not sure how that changeover is going to work too well. It's got an empty load right now, which is not good at all. I think I could probably reverse it. Let's see here, reverse. Yeah, there it goes. It's going to reverse. It should cut back over into this lane here. And then there'll be nothing for this oil short. There it goes. It's cutting over here. It's going to grab, fill up with this 388, 89, 90, whatever. It's going up fast too. Going to get full. It's going to come over here, drop off a little extra at the fuel station here. And like I said, this should be coming in full. It is full. 91 of 91. Okay, hey, looking real good. I want to see what that 91 and 91 is going to get us over here at this fuel destination. Oh, hey, I see a couple little fuel things popping up right here. It's looking good. These little carts are keeping up pretty fine. I think we're getting pretty close to another vehicle as far as a steam-powered vehicle, not necessarily horse-drawn carriages anymore. That's pretty nice too. I like that. And I realized there's something I was doing wrong with this whole human trafficking route. One, calling it human trafficking. That's wrong. But the other thing is I can actually put bus stop routes throughout the town. I watched a little video on that and saw that, and it teaches you that in the tutorial too, now that I remember it. It's been a long time, but each one of these sections need people to them. For example, we have our residential area, commercial area, then industrial. So the green's the residential. So if we had a residential stop, let's put a stop in the commercial. Let's put a stop in the industrial. Now, in a small town like this, it's not going to be the best. You want to do it in larger towns, and I don't know if we got any larger towns around here. where I already have a stop going to. Preferably a town that has a nice squared off, rounded area where we can just do a loop around the town. That's the idea there. Doesn't look like we quite have it, but we do have $15 million. That's pretty nice. Okay, train is now coming into the stop here. Let's see how it does. Come on, give me something good. Give me something real good. I feel like this is going to be really good. $1.2 million. Oh, man, that is good. That's pretty good. Now, that other one we had earlier saying 1.1 million, that was kind of a fluke. It was done with. I overloaded the heck out of that train. It wasn't going to do that every single time. And downside here, looks like this oil refinery is not keeping up either. Darn. So they are starting to do partial loads back. This only has 35 instead of the full capacity. I did not want those partial loads in there. That's another reason why I had this El Paso route running too. That way it could hurry up and move some over. So let's get another one of these out there, and we'll put it back on oil short and see if it gets going a little faster, maybe grabs a little more. Because I want to keep that oil refinery going and going. Is it called a refinery? Possibly. Oil refinery, yeah. There we go. Now, easy way of doing this is I'll just go ahead and duplicate one of these trains. Fine. Now, this train I just duplicated, let's change its line over to oil short. It's going to come out here, jump on oil short. I did duplicate it for the oil to fuel, but the only reason I did that was for a quick make of it, so I didn't have to build it myself. Now, with it only having 13 carts or whatever to it, I think we'll be pretty good. Another thing I need to consider are these bus routes. Finally calling it right. I guess it is a bus route, would be considered what it is. They are still running the same old horses, same old stuff. Let's see what we're running with there. As far as money comes in, oh, nope, that's the wrong thing. We need to look at lines. They're probably going to be our lowest ones. Our top one right here, oil to fuel, holy cow, $2 million, looking good. And then our oil short is down there at last place, all good. And then we got iron to Elizabeth Port. That does not seem to be working. What's going on there? Oh, gotta go back over there and check out those little routes. Maybe I didn't set something up right, because this does not seem to be shipping anything out from this iron port. Shipment 400. Yeah, nothing's loading up there. Why is nothing loading up? Not bringing anything back, is it? Nope. Coming back empty-handed. And I got everything set up correctly. Do I not? Let's manage this line here. Okay, I want you to pick up iron. This is where it's not collecting it automatically. And then at your next stop, I want you to unload iron. Maybe that's going to kick it off and get it going. Let's see what we got going over here. With this stop, manage, nope, not vehicles, my bad. Manage line. I want you to do the same thing. I want you to pick up iron and then unload iron at the port, at the dock, whatever the heck you want to call it. Those are set up correctly. Maybe it's going to work. Possibly, I'm not sure. And let me double check, make sure these ship routes are set up correctly as well. It is coming in with 100 grain right now, which is pretty nice, and I didn't think 2 boats is going to be enough. I think we're going to get up there to quite a bit, maybe 10 boats possibly. They move pretty darn slow. They do. Let's see how much money we make off that though. Oh man, I couldn't see that. What is that? $914,000. Holy cow, that's pretty good. And that's just those boats. Let's see here. Can I put another one out on the line? I guess I could. Not going to exactly be wrapped up in the correct direction or distance that I want it to be. And these are not overflowing quite yet. But back to the issue here with the iron. Let's see if I can get that fixed up and going. Because something's obviously going wrong here. So food route, manage vehicles. Nope, wrong thing again. I'll figure this out one day. So first stop, you're picking up some grain. You're going to unload the iron. That's the idea. That's right. Second stop, you're going to pick up some grain. Third stop, you're going to unload some grain and pick up some iron. That's where I messed up. Forgot to put that on there. Maybe if I turned that on by itself, it would have worked. Possibly. But yeah, I didn't set that up correctly. Okay, let's see if that starts working now. And looks like it is. Iron's starting to pump out to this dock. That's going to go from that little transport area over to Elizabeth Port. From Elizabeth Port all the way down here to this, what is it, Flint Port, and then from Flint Port it's going to go up here to Flint Steel Mill. Yeah, kind of, I don't know, redundant, I guess. And there's also a lot closer routes I could utilize that for. For example, I could take this up here to this, but I'm not necessarily looking for the closer of routes. I'm just looking to not waste a trip back empty. That's the idea there. And it is just a game at this point, so I think you could actually just do lines back and forth with different docks and ports. For example, if I wanted to run a dock, or let's see here, we'll do this food route again. So if I wanted to run this farm over here to this, I could literally run a route just straight out this way to a little dock, and then from that dock all the way down here past the food place to this dock. and then back to the food place and make pretty good money from that, because the money they pay you is from dock to dock. And as the bird flies, as the crow flies, that's what it's called. I did end up looking that up and confirming that. So now this is starting to fill up pretty fast with products. We can see that right there, and that is exactly why I saved these vehicles here. I don't even know if this is going to be enough, and I probably shouldn't put that much out there. Let's hold off on that for a second. This is iron to Elizabethport. Let's just put 10 out there for now. It is a pretty short distance, and these are some upgraded vehicles here, or horses, whatever you want to call it. Let's see here. Iron to Elizabeth. Nope. Where's it at? To Elizabethport. There it is. Gotcha. That should do the job once I get over here and start picking it up. And this brings me back to the whole point of that was a waste. I should just put a dock in right here, a little port, and skip these whole road vehicles. And I may end up making that change. But until then, let's try to figure something else out here I need to do. For example, I want to try to get this steel mill up and running because we need that product there. The steel needs to run up here to start making these machine parts. These machine parts need to run into El Paso. Now that brings me back to the point of saying, hey, I don't need to do the closest one, but oh well, we're gonna go ahead and do the closest one here. A couple of things to consider is I need to also bring planks up there. So I would need to stop by, grab the planks here. I don't necessarily need to stop by here and grab the planks because I want to avoid this mountain as far as making a train go through it. I want to try to go around this way, which ain't a bad idea actually now that I see this. I got a great idea here. So I pick up logs. I'll move this little dock over here. Pick up the logs, take them down here to the sawmill, grab the planks, bring them back, and load them up on the train because we'll pass through right here with the train. So that's a pretty smart idea, I think. Now, these will use different carts. I never really played around too much with loading up trains with different carts. They've all had the same cart, but if you look at it in real life, they usually got different carts. Let me take a second and go ahead and look into how this oil short's doing real quick. Looks like it's having a hard time keeping up and keeping full. As far as keeping up, I'm talking about this little stop right here because the oil to fuel is taking up a whole lot. Let me change that around. Let's look at this oil to fuel real quick, manage the line. Once it comes to El Paso, I really don't want it to come to El Paso. I want it to skip El Paso. So we'll delete El Paso, and that should still work and cause no problems. It should just shoot straight through El Paso, and all that fuel switched over to oil short. That way you can get moving over there faster, because every time they come over to El Paso, stop, they're usually full anyways from this stop right here from Erie. For example, this train right here, it's full, 91 to 91, so they're doing nothing here with this stop. I'm just wasting. Okay. Problem solved over there. We've got a lot of problems going here and there, but the money keeps racking up and up because I got it still going fast forward. Don't exactly want to stop that. I could pause it, take care of all these issues, but I'm going to be losing money or not making money, I should say. And you know what? Now that I look at this more, why use that machine factory whenever I use this one down here? And transport the product a little bit further. Holy cow, and make more money on it. That's a problem for another day. Right now, what I want to figure out is getting this steel mill up and running. We need 2 iron and 2, what is it? Coal. That's what it is. It says right here, 1, 2, 1, 2. Pipes down here, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Now we have all we need right here. We got this, we got this, we got this, all that good stuff. I mean, they're pretty far away. I don't know if I want to do a train track for each one. Kind of don't want to. Kind of almost want them to meet in the middle, maybe truck it in all to a centralized area for one dock location. Really not a bad idea now that I think about it more. Yeah, that's looking like a pretty good idea, I think. But where do I want that one centralized dock area to be? I should probably put it on an actual production. And then I also want this train line over here to run this way. And for it to run that way, and I'm coming in this direction, I need to make sure I take a wide turn coming into the dock. Or whatever the heck it's called. Gosh, what a terminal. There we go, terminal. Build a headquarters, your company, and a location of your choice. Hey, cool, let's go ahead and do that. Let's build a location. Why not? Nothing special here. I believe it doesn't really cost much money. Let's go ahead and close that out. I did joke about putting it up on top of the hill, but we'll actually put it on top of the hill. It doesn't have to have a road to it. We could build a road to it later, but hey, there's our place overlooking all these towns and everything. We're on top of the world, and I don't know what benefits you get with having this. I'm not sure at all. Okay. Trying to figure this out a little more. I think I got an idea here. I'm thinking about drawing a line from here over to here, maybe putting a train station in between these two, and hopefully they connect if I make it long enough. I've seen that on How to Beat Very Hard Difficulty. I didn't know that was a thing, but yeah, I've seen that little tip on how to beat very hard difficulty, which is very freaking hard, by the way. If y'all don't believe me, give it a try. Let me know how y'all do. But anyways, yeah, train line from here, one here, and so one over here, one between these two, and then one even up here to this other coal mine, and then that train will backtrack over here, dropping all those products off right there. Now, that does seem like a little overkill, and I think we're going to run into the same issues of all these ports just overflowing with products, where I had the same issue here, where they were picking up all the crude from this place and not needing to stop here. I do feel like I might run into that problem, possibly. Okay, quick second before I run into that. Looks like we got our iron to Elizabethport still just backed up like crazy there. Let's go ahead and get all these vehicles out, put it on that iron to Elizabethport, take care of that little issue there. Probably overdo it on that little issue there, but that's fine. We got these vehicles just sitting here doing nothing. I'm not sure how the road charges or fees of the vehicles do while they're sitting in storage. I don't think there's really much. I think there's a little bit, but not as much. Then another issue to consider is the iron running from this port up here, and also how we are getting full in these ports for the ship. So let's go ahead and manage these vehicles, drop 2 more in, why not? They're gonna be backed up on each other, but I don't think there's any easy way of getting distance between them. It's fine, they'll fill up, get going, all that good stuff. They'll make a little bit of gap in between themselves. Maybe the best way to do that is set this up where they will not leave until their ship is full. That might be the best way. Hey, new vehicle right there, heck yeah. That's looking pretty awesome. And a new ship. Looks like a submarine kinda from that view. And but new boxcars, so we can make these trains faster now. Heck yeah. So I'm seeing faster miles per hour there. We actually got that train unlocked previously, so we might just spend a bunch of money upgrading the lines we already have. And we'll hold off on upgrading the lines we already got. Still trying to figure out how exactly I want to lay this out right here. We all know that the whole train stuff costs a lot of money, so I don't want to make any big mistakes. Okay, I got it. Overall, I think I'm just way overthinking this. So let's just not overthink it, and let's get it going. That's my idea here. I'm overthinking it like I'm playing on hard, where I need to overload these trains and make sure they got stuff going there and back, but we're not on hard, we're on medium here, so I can do empty routes back. I think I'm just gonna make a route for each one of these. Yep, that's it. Each one of these is gonna have its own train route. We're gonna have one come from here, gonna have one come from here, one come from here, one come from here. All that good stuff. And then it'll all plug into this, and then we'll shoot another train route up this way, and coming down here, and then also coming down here to the food, stuff like that. I think it's gonna work. And like I said, I'm just overthinking it way too much, so let's go ahead and just get doing it, I'd say. Now, overthinking it could help out in the long run with planning and all that good stuff, but oh well, let's skip that. We can always redo something with the money we have. I feel like the money's coming in pretty good here. Oops, wrong button. What the heck am I doing here? Trying to connect this somehow. Let's see here. Guess I can just put it on the road, right? That doesn't seem to be snapping too well. Let's go into, not tracks, let's go into an actual road option here. We'll just build a road down this way. There we go. That's looking pretty good. And I want it to come more of this route right here, this angle. That's the angle I'm looking for. Go ahead and go into this one right here. I've been trying to avoid these types of terminals. That way I can keep running it straight or something like that. And gosh, yeah, it's going to be a short distance from there to there. And, you know, let's go ahead and take this terminal and make it bigger. I think, possibly. Can they unload? Now that I think about it more, can they unload without a platform being there? I'd like to think they could, because nothing's going to load up on this actual platform. So let's go ahead and delete all these, because I don't need these platforms here. These platforms will be for moving products back. So I'm going to actually just remove them all. I don't think I need them at all. At least I don't think I do. This may be a mistake. So we're going to go 4 wide here because we got 4 different productions coming into this point. There we go. Went out 4 wide. We could even make it longer. That is done. I will figure out if this works here in just a second as soon as I do one right here. So I only want 1 track now, moving from here down to that location. Now it's so freaking close. Like I was saying, it just seems so close. It really is. I think I might backtrack it some. Let's see here. Looks like it's working like that, but I need a different angle. Let's go into roads, I guess. We'll do a road out this way like that, and then we'll go ahead and put that in. It's just way too close, I think. There we go. I mean, is there really such thing as way too close? We're going to run train from there. Oops. All the way to this far right lane because it's the furthest one north. I'd say that's north. Now, that's going to be its own line. Back and forth, that's it. Pretty simple. Kind of steep right there. Hopefully we can do it. We do got an upgraded train coming into the line here in a minute. Oh man, then we got to do all these crossovers too. Just realized that. Trying to get the actual train on these tracks is going to have to require a lot of crossovers. I'll try to figure that out with 4 trains in here. But before I get too far on this, I want to actually see if this will work. From here to here. Nope. I actually need those docks in there. Holy cow, did not know that. Let's go ahead and reconfigure this, make some changes. Now, not sure how many I actually need. Now that I think about it a little more, this seems like a waste. Let's not do that real quick. I'm gonna try something else. Maybe I can go off of that, right in front of it, possibly. Really not sure. You know what? Let's give it a try. Doesn't hurt to try, right? Let's put in another platform over here. And then we'll put in a little track right here. Maybe it can connect to that platform still. What it's going to tell me is how many platform numbers are over here as soon as I make this line, or terminals. Let's put it that way. It's only saying 2. 1 and 2, that's off to the sides. Yeah, not looking good. So that's not working, obviously. But I also don't got to go all the way down with it, I don't think. That's pretty nice. I should save money. Okay, next up is let's go ahead and build another 2 here. And then we'll put another little terminal thing there, platform. And then we should be good once I get these tracks all built out. Now let's look at this place. How many terminals do we have? We have 4, so that's 4 different trains coming in, 4 different stops. That way they don't cross over each other and wait on each other. I do like that. Now, opportunity here is I could probably just do 1 for this iron. I'll run them separately, I guess. May pass through the same area though, because it's kind of a straight shot through there anyways. I don't see any issue with that. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. We'll run with one of these little setups. Come on, how's it gonna fit in there? Don't know half the time. Just wants to snap to everything, doesn't it? I'll put it right about here. I think that might do the trick. Oh, that's only showing 1. Actually, 1 is what I need. I just need 1 right now. That way it doesn't overflow the whole thing with different platforms. Platforms is the word I'm looking for. Now, I think I could connect a road from there to this, possibly. I'm hoping. I just build a road down this way and then build a road over here. Nothing fancy. If it connects, it does connect. Awesome. Then we'll come in here and configure, and this whole platform will actually be used. And did I use the longest train? Hold on, wait a second. Yeah, 320 meters. Don't know if I need that much, but there's 320 meters there. Okay, let's configure this again, and we're going to put a track in here. No platform with it, just a track so that other train can pass through. That other train's actually going to be our next stop. I think I might have a little problems with these roads and everything being here so close, over here so close. I'll figure that out in a minute. And let's just go ahead and put in our next little train stop right here. We're only running 1. Let's build off of this road here that's already existing. Try to get it the correct angle heading towards it. I think that's the correct angle heading towards it. It's good enough. I like that. And then we'll run a train here all the way to this right lane, not a train, a track. Oops, wrong thing. We'll run a track there all the way to this right lane, right there. That way it can pass through without touching the other train. Now I'm trying to keep these so separate from each other where they don't conflict with each other as far as the routes go. But there's one issue with that is trying to get these trains on these actual routes. From there, I want to go ahead and run it off of here from that right lane all the way over to, wait, where is it? Right here, there we go. That will do the trick. Nothing fancy going on through here. Pretty deep area. A lot of dirt dug up to make that little ditched area or whatever. And then also we need to run off this left lane to the next existing one, but we have some sort of construction issue here, and this is what I was talking about. I think that road's just way too close, and yes it is. Let's delete that road. We actually don't need that road for this to work. No actual workers have to get in here. That would be something pretty cool to add. I don't know if there's like some realistic mod out there that will do that for you. Let's drag you all the way down here to the next line right there. $306,000. Nothing too fancy happening there. 75 mile an hour speed. We will definitely get into that 75 mile an hour speed here pretty shortly. Okay, next and last stop, we have this one right here. That's going to shoot right up into that last rail we have. So let's go ahead and build one of these thingies. Let's see here. Can I attach it to maybe this? No, I just want to shoot off in that direction. I can put it like this, build a little road to it though. That will do the job. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and head on up further with the track. There we go. And that's going to shoot straight to this last open area. We got some sort of collision happening. Even a tunnel going on. Really? You going to give me a collision on the road? Rude. Easy way to fix that, I guess, is just make the road pretty short, get across the road, or train track pretty short, get across there. and then shoot through here. Where's it connect at? Gotta be close to connecting, don't I? It's actually trying to go into the same line here. I don't want you on the same line. I do want y'all to eventually cross over, that way I can get stuff in there. So it gave me a tunnel. I'm not too worried about money. Look at all the money coming in. This is crazy. Let's even go ahead and stop time. I got a lot of changes we're about to make here. Now, next thing, which I think is going to be the hardest, trying to get all these train lines connected somehow so I can get these trains on the lines. I think I got an easy way of fixing this, but I did kind of mess up at the way I built these tracks. So here's the whole port area, or whatever you want to call it, terminal. Let's go ahead and delete this, delete this, delete this, maybe even delete back another one. And I need to have these come out pretty straight, and then I can start crossing them over. So we'll come you out straight right there, come you out straight right there. That way I can cross over in these sections. Now, I'm not too sure how it's going to work with crossover across those, I guess. Now we'll go ahead and connect these routes back to where they need to go. Oh my gosh, 31 miles an hour? You gotta be kidding me. That is not good. Maybe I'll actually delete this whole tunnel. Delete you. Okay. Gonna connect back to the tunnel, but basically I just want that speed to stay up there. Get less of a curve. There we go. Let's slow down to 55. You know, I think that's kind of our top speed anyways for those carts. Still not liking it though. Go ahead and delete more of you. Possibly get it to work. I'm kind of also seeing I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, it looks like it's going to 64. That ain't too bad. And then we'll go ahead and connect you back to where you were going. Connect all of y'all back to where you were going. Just make sure the speeds don't drop too much. That's 50. Ain't liking that. 60 was fine because I think the top speed of these new products or carts or whatever was 60. And then we'll bring you in here at 75. Awesome. Yeah, that's going to work. Just delete more, make it a little bit longer. So now I can come all the way up here somewhere, wherever the heck the port is. Let's see here. It crosses right there, terminal. I'm calling it port. Gosh, I'm calling all these the wrong terms. I'll get it down one day. So we can do a simple crossover right here to get us on our correct line. I do this all the time with, I don't know, other stuff. Oh, that ain't working. Now that I think about it, maybe I gotta do the crossover a little bit further away. You know, let's just go ahead and put in our little building, and then we'll go off of that. I like that idea. We'll put you in right there. Maybe I'll just connect a line from there to all of the tracks. Kind of the idea, I guess. So we'll connect one there. Let's do the furthest one first. One there. And then go off of that again. Try to get it in there, maybe. No, it doesn't seem to be working. Let's try a different angle here. One can go there. Need to get it over here. There it goes. It's going to go there now. Connect. Got those two lines connected. Awesome. Let's see here. Can I connect you? Yes, I can. That third line connected. And can I connect you here? Come on, get on there. What's going on? Construction not possible. But you're crying and complaining. Yeah, I think I got an issue down here. That's what's causing the issue. Come on. What is going on here? Okay, let me just make another offline right there, possibly. Maybe this will do the trick. There it goes. Got it. Now I'm going to put some sort of signal in right here. No, I'm not. Doesn't seem to be working. It's all good. I don't think I need any signals there, right? Put some right here. Oh, wait a second. I don't need any signals anyways. Because they'll be on the same track already. This is not set up to run 2 tracks per line. Now I can make a little off bypass thing, so I don't need this at all. Let's refund those. Full $2,250, $2,250. Gotta hurry up and get that money back, right? I'm sure it add up over time, over the years, as these things cost like $10, $15 every so months, I think. Okay, I think we're good there. Go ahead and make our lines now. So we're gonna run this line from here to here. This is Anchorage still, and this is a coal 1 to Anchorage still, I guess. What the heck do I got a line 1 out there for? I don't know where the heck that line 1 is. Where is that? See if I can find that. Anchorage. Is there like a way I can just like jump to it or something? I think there's another line I was trying to build. Let's see here. Add station. No, I'm not even sure how to jump to it. I just delete it, see if anything pops up saying, hey, you messed something up. Well, it doesn't have a second stop, so I don't think there's anything actually on that line. That one's taken care of. And then we'll do a coal 2. Why not? Now, this longer in distance here, I'm thinking it's actually not gonna be along of a train because it's not gonna require as much. Let's see here. This is coal 2. to Anchorage Steel. I don't have to do anything fancy with the whole changing up the products they're going to pick up and all that. That's pretty nice. I like that. We're going to do iron 1 to Anchorage Steel. Last one all the way down here, iron 2 to Anchorage Steel. I'll play with the distance of the trains as these routes get made up and going. I'll probably go with a simple 13 to start with. I don't know, maybe that's a unlucky / lucky number I got going here. All 4 routes now built. Let's start looking into our new train options. I believe we were running this train right here. It doesn't tell me how many I actually got owned. Let's jump over to our other train routes and see exactly what we're running there. Yeah, it's that little green looking one, whatever the heck that one was. Back over here. Oh, the green looking one. Yeah, we're running the 2-8-0 Baldwin class 56. We got 2 new options here. We got this one that goes 47 miles an hour, then we got this one that goes 62. So of course, I'm going with the one that does 62. Also, it's got more horsepower and all that stuff. Oh, wait, hold on. My bad. Let's go a little bit further, maybe. 442 Atlantic, possibly. I mean, it's going to cost a little more per year. It's going to cost a little more up front as well, but it's got more horsepower, which I would think is probably going to give us better traction. Hold on, traction effort. Oh, it goes down. Okay. So the Atlantic goes down in traction effort. I don't know exactly what that means. I would like to think it's kind of the torque to it and the traction, like the get up and go. Yeah, horsepower has a play in that too, but if you ain't got the traction, you ain't going nowhere. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe the Atlantic's the best one. Obviously, it's the next one up. Let's just go with the Atlantic, more horsepower. Maybe y'all can help me out in there with what I'm possibly doing wrong. So our previous 10 cars, these are the ones we was running. They had a top speed of 31 miles per hour, and we will upgrade our other train line eventually. Now we got these new ones in here that run 50 miles per hour. Okay, I thought it said 60. So 50 was the number I was going for. Now this is the one we need here. We need this gondola. The gondola will transport everything we need. We got our coal, and then we even have an iron option here. Let's just go ahead and add a couple of those. I did say 13, whatever the heck that's going to come out to. Let's see here. Well, actually, you know what? Unless they're the different length, I think right there might have been 13. I don't know what number it's counting. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that number there is how many carts. Go ahead and add another one. Yeah, well, I need to do that anyways. And then another one, and then another one. Ooh, blowing through all that money. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was all the money almost. Holy cow, down to $263,000. Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. Can I even add another one here? Let's see here. Oh, no, I can't. Holy cow. That is crazy. I was not paying attention, obviously, as you can tell. So this 12 route one, I want it to be one of the number 2s. That way it's far away, because I don't think it's going to be used to its max. Oh well. So that's iron 2, iron 1. Let's go ahead and send you over to coal 2, and then coal 1. Y'all are going to get going, I think. Let's get it going. I'm speeding up. Trains are coming out. Setting up a crazy route right here. Oh my gosh, look at all that going on right there. That is crazy. All this little crisscrossing and all that stuff I'm doing here. Now, of course, I believe they'll start taking more from here as this actually starts shipping out the actual steel mill. I think, because there is a second level to the steel mill, so I'm assuming once the second level gets hit, it's gonna need more. And to get that second level hit, we actually got to ship this steel out. That's a pretty short distance for a train. Should I do it? Probably not. Am I gonna do it? No. No. Let's not do that. Let's go ahead and actually do a little road route here. And I do got a place over here that's pretty close that should do the job for me. Money is coming in, going up, all that good stuff. We'll check back on this train route a little bit later, see what's getting used to its capacity. Now let's just focus on this over here. We'll go ahead and delete that left platform, go to a 30 meter one right here. Put you in right there, and then we'll do a little unload over here. I am just going to use this unload stop right here. Very simple, easy. Put it pretty far away, so it turns around there, a little bit more of a distance from there to there, a little bit more money, that's what that equals. Now it's going to bring the steel over. How am I going to get the planks over? Well, glad you asked. I'm sure y'all didn't ask, but I did say earlier about grabbing the planks from here, so that's exactly what I will do. I'm not going to grab the planks exactly from here, I'm going to grab them from down here and shoot it straight down this way because I need a track to stop here, one to stop over here at the food, and then it's going to bring food up to the town, and it's going to bring, oh wait, it doesn't need to stop there, it's still. Need to stop right here. Ooh, I might be able to do something fancy with these two in between each other. Like I was talking before, how you can make them really long and connect to each other. Ooh, yeah, I think we might do that. We'll get there eventually. Oh my gosh, money was in the negative. Okay, now it's back in the positive, up over $2 million. Something just got delivered. Something big just got delivered. I like that. Keep them going. Okay, just a little steel running over here to machines. So we'll even name that steel to machines. Steel to machines. Anchorage is probably what I should put on there. Machines. Wait, how do I spell machines? Sure, we'll go with that. Maybe I spelled that wrong. Hold on 1 second. You know, it might tell me in here. Go them down here to whatever that is. Hover over at machines. Did I spell that right? Yes, I did. Wow. Luck on that one. I realize my spelling as I get older is just getting a lot worse. My kids ask me how to spell stuff, and I just have to keep asking Google, like, hey, how do you spell this stuff? I don't have to do anything fancy to that whole line set up there. Just got to get it going. That's it. And to get it going, let's go ahead and buy a couple of vehicles. See kind of vehicles we got out there. We're in 1904 now. We got anything new, nice, like this right here? Steam-powered trucks? What? So that's actually taking us up from a 5 cargo of 12 miles an hour up to a 6 cargo 16 miles per hour. I think we actually might be hitting road limits now as far as speed limit. Looks like steel can go on this one. I can use that one, or I'll use the one that says all cargo just so I don't have to, you know, waste my time not using it. Let's go ahead and buy that, get it going. To, gosh, what in the world did I name that? Steel to machines. There we go. It's gonna get over there and get going. And like I was saying, I think we might be hitting speed limits. Let's check those speed limits real quick. Speed limit on this is 25 miles an hour. Okay, I guess we're not hitting that. I did do a little personal playthrough, and I ended up having to widen these roads because not only does our vehicles drive on these roads, but other people's vehicles drive on these roads. And even though we have steam-powered stuff, I don't think the people of these great towns have steam-powered stuff quite yet. So let's see what kind of stuff they're running with. Now, over there in that little production area where I was showing this example and getting this new equipment, there's actually no vehicles over there. So, guess I ain't really got anything to worry about there. Let's see, what are y'all running with? Oh, you guys got cars. Okay, so it looks like I'm holding up the line now. Let's see if we can upgrade that to stop holding up the line. Now, we'll jump in here, come over to manage vehicles, and let's just go ahead and select all these, see what we can do as far as replacing these vehicles. Looks like we got a Mack in here, 16 miles an hour. Even got the American Stagecoach right here at 12 miles an hour that we never upgraded to. So we're skipping that upgrade. We're going to go all the way over here. And what in the world did I have previously? I don't know what I had previously. Oh, well, it's got a 4 capacity, but I don't know the speed. So that is a big, big upgrade. So I don't even think we're going to need that many vehicles. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and change to the Mack, though, to get the speed going. Yeah, we're going to have to retouch this line a little bit later as far as getting rid of some of these cars. Like this one right here, you got 4 of 9. You only got 4 of 9 because 4 was your max. And, I mean, look at this place here. It's only got 12, so one of these cars probably going to be enough. Looks like we might still be holding up the car behind it. Interesting. And you're only going 12 miles an hour. Why are you only going 12? Is it the street road, maybe? Yep, that street road is 12. The next one is 25. Next one up from that's 37. So that little section's a little slower. And I may look at upgrading that. We got our money back kinda up to $7 million. Let's go ahead and take a look at how these lines are doing here. As far as products and everything, are they staying full? That does show 156 has been hit at some point. This one shows it has not been hit. Oh, loading speed, hold on. Loading speed reduced because train length 178 meters exceeds platform. Well, what are you loading? You're not loading anything, that's unloading. Oh, okay, so the unloading speeds. Oh, I didn't know that. I wasn't sure how that would work. So there's an issue with the unloading speed. I know there's a loading speed. I didn't realize there was an unloading speed as well. It looks like you're going pretty slow, 28 miles an hour. Now that's faster than some of them. And you got a big hill to go up. I didn't mention that when building this portion. And I don't think you're going to be full. Only 27 there? Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. A lot of steel to ship out. It's getting there. Those trucks are getting there slowly but surely. And 16 miles an hour. Wow, that is slow. Let's manage these vehicles. Go ahead and pop in another 10. As it will be needed. At least I think it will be. And it will take them a while to get over there. So just trying to review some of these terminals, make a decision. What do I need to do here? Is this thing full? Why is it running so slow? This ain't uphill, is it? I guess it might be. I don't understand why it's running so slow. I guess the amount of carts I got and how full it is. Okay, looks like you're not running much. You're not even using 84 capacity there, so we'll come in here and edit this selected vehicle. Go ahead and drop it down. Looks like you're using 72 at least. So let's try to stay over that 72 capacity. There's a capacity option right down there. That's 96, that's 84. That's good enough. So we'll get $3 million back right there. And maybe you'll end up using that. So what was that? 49 right there? Ooh, don't even know if you'll use that much. Yeah, we'll make some adjustments to it as it goes along. That way I don't waste money using these carts, or not using these carts, I should say. And looking over here, unload speed. Yeah, I mean, is that really a big deal? 0.22%? It doesn't seem like a big deal to me. And this is actually full. 156 has been ran from here. It's kind of weird. They're actually using the further distance. And this is sitting at 109 now, so it won't use that whole 156, but maybe by the time it gets there, it might use the whole 156. And gosh, these things are a lot slower than I thought they'd be. I was really hoping to get up there to that 50 miles an hour. This thing did go 50 miles an hour. Hold on, let's see here. Looking at the Atlantic, right? Yeah, it goes 62 miles an hour. That is a special one, huh? Maybe a lot more hills there than I thought it was, possibly. It's all good. Figure it out, get it all fixed up, get it all taken care of, but I'm all out of time for this episode. Really do appreciate y'all stopping in and watching. It means a whole lot. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section, because they're always welcome, very much appreciated, and very much needed. And until next time, y'all take care. And also, I do appreciate y'all staying till the very end here. I know a lot of people leave. If y'all made it to this very end right here, comment train, please. Something funny I did a long time ago that made a long-standing joke, which is pretty cool, I think. But anyways, I realized why they seem so slow to me. I had it on 1x speed. Let's go ahead and put it on 4x speed. But I'll catch y'all next episode. Y'all take care.